Coach, how you feeling? Over here to the camera. Great effort at wasting so much money. Now, good weekend to have straight from the cold water. Such a great one, Johnny. Have a nice one. Let's give it up for Erica. Good cheer. Right there, there's big tank down the bottom. And so our next starter is here. Football royalty here in East Gippsland. Despite probably the busiest man in his life in the sport of football in East Gippsland. We've got Brian Proud, who's representing Darcy, but he's a coach here at Bairnsdale on Saturday. He's a coach at Bayern on Sunday. He is a super busy guy and a great community man, so I'm so surprised to see him at this event. Proudy, I'm not going to ask you who you dressed as just yet, or keep people in suspense. But, you're on this journey. Why did you think you need to just even get busy and raise money? Get over here. Mate, I've got to get back out there and clean up her number 2 off the oval.
Huh?
Let's give it up to Cal! Come on!
Go for it.
Well done, Cal! So the next slider we've got here, very important slider, a man that's involved in the footy club at a major sponsorship level. We've got Bill Biggs from Fair 25. Fair 20 of those huge supporter of sport, not only in East Gippsland, but all around the world. Bill's got a couple of footies he's going to flick out. Bill actually got some video messages sent to him today that we'll put up in the bush later from guys that
Hello.
Hello. It's the camera. We're doing the video on the footy today.
Well done to everyone, and yeah, congratulations. Thank you so much, Bill, for getting involved. Let's give it a round of applause for Bill and 425. Go, Bill! Yeah. Big push, Johnny. Big push from the sheet. There goes Big Man. Let's catch up with Vincent, mate, before you go. Run. Just looking at the camera here. Mate, that was a pretty good effort. That was a better way to get a decent selection. What a great call. What a great play. Well done for the whole group. Thank you. Now, you've got to thank yourself for showing up down the other side of that. Thank you, mate. Go and have a transfer for the rest of the game. Thanks, mate. Thanks, Mitzi. Next guest is the very special Shannon Edwards. Now, Shannon wears a lot of hats. She works at the New League Cafe, and we thank her and Jackie and the team down there. If you haven't had a jelly cake at the New League Cafe, you haven't lived. So make sure you get down there and have a couple, because all the proceeds brings to the side. So thank you for that, New League and Jackie and the team. Shannon, how are you? How are you feeling? You're a busy lady. You've got about a 6 or 8-week-old child. What was important for you in doing this? Well done. And what are you dressed as? Woolly stuff, chewy. Okay, good on you, Shannon. Get into it.
Righto.
How are you, man?
Jesus Christ.
It's all happening here, isn't it? This week.
Right.
Yeah, I've got plenty, mate. Yeah, I'll be right.
When I say East Gippsland royalty, there's not a committee this bloke hasn't headed up. You'll know him from Aussie Disposal, so get down there and make sure you get all of your snow here from Aussie Disposal. There's a cheap $5 might get you there. But Stephen Butler is our next slider. Butler's actually sliding for the East Gippsland Umpire Association. But why did you want to represent the Umpiring Association? You're absolutely right, folks. The umpires are as big of a role on a day like today as anyone. So thank you so much for the work you do for the umpires. So everyone, when you're watching a game of footy, support the umpires, love the umpires. What are you dressed as, bud? I really have to. Okay, on the count of 3, who am I dressed as? 1, 2, 3. Greg Whitstone! Get into it, bud. Come on, bud. Let's get it up. You're in there, bud.
And enjoying it. Enjoyed the slide. Was a little bit of taking the breath away.
Did a good job, boys. Did a good job.
No, fantastic effort.
Brilliant.
Great crowd and looking forward to a great game today.
We'll get you some updates as we get on with terms of the fundraising efforts. Nick Lucchino for Carpet Country this afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Nick.
Yeah, good afternoon, Scud and team, and looking forward to a great game. Even though the weather looks a little bit ominous now, right now, there's a very big rain cloud coming over us too. You can just see from the horizon, coming from the ocean.
Yes, it is.
Colours.
As the locals tell us, we need some tips, boys. You've gone through the pre-game. Who are you tipping today, Poppy?
Look, I'm going to go Sale.
With Lang and, of course, Hudson Holmes. First quarter action here at Bairnsdale City Oval, and the first ruck duties goes to Leslie. Kicks it off the ground. Lockie Cloak across the wing area will win himself the free kick for the Redlegs. And he'll look up, he'll go inboard. Leslie will try and get back, come in the other direction. He got a finger on it and caused the turnover. Quick handball there from Cutler. Released Freeman, who barrels one inside forward 50. Out the back. Looks to be Longbottom. He's gone forward this afternoon. Pressure. Sale will kick around the body. And that was from Thomas Campbell. And he gets the first score on the board. I should say Tom Longbottom has gone back this afternoon. So the first score for the Redlegs, it's a minor one, Timmy.
On the Virtue Home scoreboard, it's Sale 1 point to Bairnsdale yet to score.
Right, Tatnall comes back into play, comes commentary side of the ground to find a teammate there, and that's Randall Stewart, who goes short and turn to Will Mitchell. Just outside their backyard, their defensive 50. He's wanting to go into the corridor. It's a risky move, and in the end, he goes down the line. The kick's sloppy, and nice mark taken. In these conditions, Cody Hennis, any mark taken above the head in these conditions is handy. He's got a short option, takes that short option. Dropped what he should have taken was Johnny McGuinness, and now puts himself in a bit of pressure. So Johnny had that one dead and buried, but in these slippery conditions, and I predict they'll get slipperier, Boxer, he let that one go.
He did too, mate. Long bottom, and the Descent matchup's going to be really good this afternoon.
So Holmes from the clearance, a little quick kick, top of the 50 it goes. Byron comes out to meet it, couldn't take the mark. Fighting at ground level was Austin, the coach of the Redlegs. The umpire waits, and sometimes when that happens, he plays holding the ball, but on this occasion he didn't.
Yeah, with Hennis now into the middle, moves that Tainch has found himself not in a spot. He's off the ground at the minute.
So East with the clear tap down, attacking it hard. There was Bills for the Redlegs, will win himself the free kick. You can hear clearly through the effects mic there, and the youngster Jesse Bills at halfback for his side goes inboard, nicely done to Mitchell. Wants a runner, will give it back to Bills, who ran on nicely. Kick to half forward. Target will be Lockie Burn-Jones. Little shove out there from the defender in Glenn. It scoots out the back to the football, clean. Someone's looking for it. Stewart will give to McCary from 50. Gets it to the top of the square. Doesn't quite get over the back where the numbers favour the Redlegs. Attacking it hard at forward. Trying to be a teammate. McCary from the pocket has kicked an absolute blinder. If you don't mind, the Zambrero goal today is done and dusted. And that is in the opening 2 minutes of game. Braden McCary can do that. What a goal.
Yeah, incredible goal. We know he's really renowned for that sort of stuff as well, and he was just in the perfect spot. I just like the build-up of Bairnsdale off the half-back. I was going to be a little bit critical of him going the short ball, especially in these conditions. It's a little bit risky, but they gained enough yardage too. But McCary was in both those acts of play. Started with Austin with a great competitive mark as well. Got to ground, and McCary, where he's dangerous, he's just put himself in the position to win that Zambrero goal of the day.
First goal of the game, and it goes to the Bairnsdale Redlegs. They lead 1-6 to Sale 1 point.
All right, back in the centre of Bairnsdale City Oval, it's Leslie v East. East got the tap forward, gained all of 5 or 10 metres before his teammate Jesse Bills was taken to ground. Nice little tackle too laid on by the big ruckman, who followed up nicely. He's a good mover, Jack Leslie. Big bulk of a bloke. That time out positioned by East. Cody Hennis tried to get hands on the ball, couldn't. Will Mitchell again finds himself in the middle of the action. And the umpire will ball this one up again. They're looking for some room, and Leslie provides the room with a thumping tap forward to Hennis over the top. He went looking for Charlie Mann, couldn't find that player. Cut off nicely by Vickery, and Vickery, his kick didn't find a teammate because Harry Tatterson from the half-back line took the mark. Comes grandstand side, commentary position side. And it's a nice take too by Daniel Bryan. We think he goes towards half-forward flank where Hudson Holmes wants to go over the top. Derek Eglamalesi Smith was the option, chose to ignore that one. And nice 2-3 grab mark. The umpire says, ball in. Yeah. Brad Descent was the target. Brad Descent, who kicked 7 last week, boxer.
7 straight too, Pop.
Yeah, so he presented well but couldn't take the mark. Boundary throwing to take place. Intersection of forward 50 and boundary, and Sale into attack.
Yeah, 5-point the margin in favour of the Redlegs. A little soccer off the ground there was from Dowse. Coming in to meet Freeman. Gave it to Egmalesi Smith. Got around one and then put Freeman under a little bit of pressure. Ball now in dispute. Redlegs got numbers. Harvey Hamble over the top to Bills. The run through the middle through Mitchell. High kick to half forward. Coming out is the young East. Max it is. Gets through the back there. That was Oscar Clark in the end. And then a Hamble over the shoulder from Mason Anir. They go backwards. Soccer off the ground on that occasion by Hall. That was from Hutchins. But back inside they go. This time Harvey can find the target again. And the goal scorer a couple of moments ago, Braden McCary, will go back and have another shot on goal.
Yeah, great foot skills there by the Redlegs as well too. He was just enough time. McCary was smart enough just to get at the back of the pack. Back in the day it would have been called cherry picking, but these days it's called smart footy. And the kick was perfect now for McCary, who's lined up for his second.
So slightish angle. I'll have to kick it probably about 48 metres in the end. He's already the goal scorer so far, a miraculous one at that. This time, a little bit more regulation, and he can't put this one through. It's across the face. And on the Virtue Homes scoreboard, you can be inspired by Virtue Homes.
It's the Redlegs 1-1-7, leading Sale by 1 goal. They are 1 point.
So Des, short for Derek Egmalesi Smith, a lot easier to say as well. We'll bring this ball back into play. I did. Yeah. No, I got tongue-tied, I admit it. So we're back to Des. From full-back, that left leg, usually a good user of the ball, went looking for teammate Hennis, couldn't find that player. Nice tackle, well picked up, and all of a sudden now the Bairnsdale side go forward. Will Mitchell around the corner. Don't tell me he's done it again. Braden McCary with the gold and silver for the Zambrero goal of the day. Snaps from 25 metres around the body, straight through the big sticks. Another goal for the home side.
And we know he's not really great at the set shots, and that was his bread and butter. This is why he's in the side and leading the league as well in the goal kicking too. So he's got 2 early on the board. His confidence level must be sky high as well. And I tell you now, the Redlegs are making the opportunities count every single time they go inside 50, especially if this inclement weather is going to come through. They need to get on the scoreboard early.
6.5 minutes gone in this first quarter, and it's Bairnsdale leading 2-1-13 to Sale 1 behind.
And with that rain, the middle of the ground will start to bog up a little bit as this game progresses. As East again taps it down. He's done well so far. Hennis off the back of this though for the Magpies. Will Hamble over the top to a teammate in McDonald. That's Finn. Left foot kick, centre half forward. Front spot there, Austin. Doesn't complete the mark. Ball at ground level. Handball from Tatnall. Gives it to Big East. Just barrels it to half forward. Tyron Reese comes out to meet it. Nicely done. Gathers it in front of Tatterson. Gives it back to Harvey. Left foot kick around his body. Top of the 50. No one's going to come out to meet it. Look out. Here's McCary. Twisting. Turning. This time he might pass it off. Does it find this time a teammate in Oscar Clark? He'll snap around the body and he'll put his contender in for a Zambrero goal today. McCary runs to him and says, "Don't worry, young fella. I've got 2 of those already, but the team has 3.
He needed to kick that. He had Mitchell inside for the handball. It was a good get. McCary's smart kick just to put it out in front of his teammate there too. But Mitchell was on his own, but the young player had enough confidence to go for the snap and kick another goal too for the Redlegs.
And on the Virtue Home scoreboard, that puts us the margin out to 18 points. It's Bairnsdale leading 3-1-19. Sale 1 behind.
We need to put a start. Sorry, Bob Pop. We need to put an SOS out call for any Bairnsdale supporter in the at the ground at the moment. We have a number 12 that's just run out there. We don't have it on our team sheet. We apologise to number 12. Our timekeepers next to us might be able to help us out.
Yeah.
So here we go.
He'll be referred to as number 12 until that time. Well, number 42, Cooper Harvey, has the ball for the home side, goes towards the outer side of the ground. Sale have got the numbers now, and they'll need to reset themselves somewhat. Go forward, yeah, nice little poke forward, and I reckon reeling that one in for Sale was Shannon Lang. So Shannon Lang, inside forward 50, can he find a target? He can't. The target he hoped was going to be Freeman. The player butted up, quick kick, danger zone, and a nice 1-2-3 play on was the call. 3 goes at it for Sale was Kay McDonald, couldn't bring the ball in, and the umpire will ball this one up 40 metres from Sale's goals directly in front. 8 3/4 minutes gone of this first quarter. Bairnsdale, can you believe this? They're not 4-1, are they?
Yes, they are. No, they're 3-1.
So if you're listening to our call, the actual score is 3-1.
There you go.
Rather than 4-1. They've corrected, thank you. And 9 minutes in. It's a handy lead as Bairnsdale come out of attack through Harvey.
Yeah, looking for it, finding a team. Oscar Clark presented really well to start this game. And the right foot kick to half forward. Tries to find Lockie Burn-Jones. Strong overhead. He's got McCary in open forward line. He takes a bounce in these conditions. Was ambitious, but beautifully done. And McCary on the end of this one. Lockie Burn-Jones, if you don't mind.
It's just like Groundhog Day then too. It was perfectly played there too by Burn-Jones. What a beautiful
McCary quickly plays on and puts it through. That is 3 Zambrero goals of the day, contenders. Sorry, Boxer, to cut you off.
Don't be sorry.
I'm writing his name on the ticket already.
Yeah, just it's all over. The Zambrero. Give me the voucher.
There it is.
now.
Have it. There you go, done.
We'll send it down the street now.
Just
right
send
now.
it down.
No, incredible, and he had to play on because we know set shots. He's not renowned for them as well, and exactly what he did around the corner. But it was just that pace from the half back line for the Redlegs. Harvey again. That left foot's been damaging so far again, and again McCary finds himself at the back. The Magpies have been found napping when the ball goes inside their defensive 50.
So the dream continues for the home side on the back of a big community day here for the Big Freeze. They've brought that enthusiasm onto the park as this time Sale go forward. But coming out for Bairnsdale, Logan Austin, who can play at both ends of the ground. Hugh Longbottom for Bairnsdale lends a hand. They're trying to keep the ball out of that back front yard for Sale, and they're going to do it now through East. They've got some nice little layers of players running in numbers and providing all sorts of options. And right in front of our commentary position, we might find this one is called Even Stevens, as the last player to get up was Jared Freeman.
I'll tell you, he's in career best form at the moment for the Redlegs is Ethan East in ruck. He's been tremendous so far, and the matchup against Leslie's been great so far.
24 points the margin on the Virtue Home scoreboard. A quick kick from Sale. Oh, has that come off the knee? Just below it. It's out of bounds on the full. Kane Cutler, unfortunately, there for Kane. Just off his knee, so the free kick will go Randall Stewart's way. What a start. What an opening 10 minutes for the Bairnsdale Redleg side. And Braden McCary. Boxer, I want you to tip how many he might kick this afternoon. I'll give you a moment now. Charlie Mann is the man who's come on the board as number 12 this afternoon, and we thank our timekeepers next to us for updating us there. Goes across to the coach in Austin. He can go further out wide to Longbottom. Got a little bit of space, so the right foot outlet kick will be neatly done. Now, just missed the target out there in Matthew Hamilton, the youngster, but he's got some toe, and now he picks it up with open space. Inboard handball to the teammate, just over Jamie Dawes' head. Now they're going to fight for it, the Redlegs, and doing just that at the bottom of the pack was Link McKenna. Caused Sale errant attack on the footy, and now it's in dispute. Now they dive on it. And 55 metres out from goal, we'll get a stoppage.
They just look a bit more organised, Bairnsdale. They've got some systems, and you know when you're in trouble when someone like Shannon Lang, a prolific ball possession winner, has been hardly sighted in the first 10 minutes.
I don't think we've caught him. Have you caught him, Pop?
No, I can't remember it. So 12 minutes of footy hasn't got more than one touch.
Just the one, is it, Timmy?
Just the one kick.
All right.
Filling in for Paul Carter this afternoon, doing a wonderful job on the key stats.
Yeah, Paul Carter, unfortunately at home, rocking backwards and forwards in the fetal position, missing a first game of footy in a long, long time.
It's just what we do on days like today. We've got a great team. We share the load around.
Very flexible.
We do.
Popstar.
As Logan Austin on the outer side, the coach of the Red Leg side, drives it back towards half forward. Big fly from Dorr over the top. Couldn't quite complete the mark. Ball at ground level. Little soccer off the ground there was from Cloak. Eventually the numbers favour the Red Legs, and Lockie Burn-Jones will kick around the body. Contest from East was good. Enough to cause the ball in dispute with Freeman. And the umpire will have no other option but to ball it up exactly the same spot as a couple of moments ago. So 12 and a half minutes in, first quarter Virtue Homes. It's 4-1-25 Bairnsdale. Sale are one behind.
Yep, they are, and don't look like troubling the home side just at the minute. This could be their chance from the half-back line. Try to set something up, but the Bairnsdale pressure's pretty good. They win that 50-50 contest. Give ground. Logan Austin goes lateral to find his teammate in Kieran Vickery, and from outside 50, they surge inside their forward 50. McCary, he's kicked free. There's danger signs whenever he gets near the ball, and there could be another opportunity now. McCary, left leg, top of the square. And 1-2 touches means a grab last line of defence for the Magpies.
Quickly plays on, handballs out the back to Hudson Holmes. He's on the last line for the Magpies. Sold a little bit of candy, got around his defender. Tries to find out the outer side in Tatterson. Couldn't do so. Tatner with a spoil. Ground level nicely done. Byron got it across to Kai McDonald. Inboard back to Hudson Holmes. Now, they got one on in the middle. That's Lang. Does it get to him? No. Turnover. Kieran Vickery read it better. And Lang was all on his own boxer.
I'm saying that he'll kick 6. I know he's already got 3.
Oh, geez.
Well,
your neck out.
Yeah, geez.
Kieran Vickery.
He's kicked 3 in 10 minutes and now you're going to kick 3 in 75.
All right, please explain why in just a moment as Sale will repel this one. Finn McDonald back to Egg Melessi Smith. This time, the nice kick finds Shannon Lang. And the first time would say this in 14 minutes of football. Lang's had 2 touches, goes inboard to Jack Leslie. Now comes further afield to Daniel Byron. They've squared it and switched the play. Does someone present to him on the near side? Hennis is the target. Good body work, but good hand in there by Vickery. Now Hennis has to go again. He's got 3 defenders of Bairnsdale closing in on him, and he's not going anywhere. And this Bairnsdale side have come to play this afternoon.
Yeah, they've been relentless too, Scud, and every time the ball's gone inside the defensive 50, they've been there to pounce and with good numbers as well.
So forward 50, Leslie got the tap, couldn't find a teammate, does the work of a rover, gets down on hands and knees to apply a bit of pressure and keep the ball in the area.
When you start good and hot early, it was for a small forward, that always come your way, okay? He has to be real dangerous. I think a goal a quarter from now on would be an unbelievable return.
All right, sounds good. A free kick sounds good for Bairnsdale. McKenna's the player with the ball. So Link McKenna, a nice mover and groover for this home side. They've done this a couple of times, give ground to change direction, and that's what they do. Austin gives and goes, and now they'll go forward through their teammate in Charlie Mann. So Charlie Mann's the player that we weren't sure of earlier, and towards the outer side. They're running beautifully, aren't they? Hamilton on the end of this takes a bounce, and now he's going to take on the opposition. Left leg forward, can he find a teammate? He can't, but the ball spills within 10 metres of goals, and Bairnsdale keen to keep the ball in the area and do that before the field umpire will take control. 15 metres out from their own goals. That's Bairnsdale.
Every time we see Sale this year, they're stale in the first quarter. We've seen that before. Against Leongatha, they were the same. Well,
dangerous spot kick around the body from Harvey from the stoppage. Not going to get there, but Carey shoved his opponent out. Dowsers looks at it and wants the boundary line and finds it in the end, right in front of the big freeze ice slide that occurred earlier today. And Timmy and I are just starting to defrost.
Yes, we are.
Oh, gee, boundary throwing. 24-point the margin in favour of the Redlegs. They've hit the ground running, and McCary's got 3. Inside 50 again. Boundary throwing. McKenna works hard. Tries it. Drags it in, I think, on this occasion. Umpire's going to ping him, you'd think. And it's going to be holding the ball. Free kick goes Sale's way.
Yeah, just had to knock that one forward, but instinct says don't give it to the opposition. The consequence of that, though, is that the opposition end up getting it, and they've got it now, defensive 50. Sale will come commentary position side. They're kicking to the right of Radio. The short option is a good one. That's Cody Hennis from half-back flank. And wherever he looks, there's Bairnsdale opposition alongside his teammates. Yep. So he chooses to go to a 2-on-2 competition. At the back of the pack, 1-2 grabs. They look good, some of these young kids. And that's the man who had it, and that was Charlie Mann. Charlie Mann kicks to half forward flank. It looks like they've got some good young talent out there, Scud and Nick and Tim at the minute, and that's reflected in the scoreboard. 17 minutes in, 4 goals, 1 to a behind.
A couple of those youngsters you talk about, obviously Cloak, Hamilton, Jonah Walker, who's taken the ruck duties now. They're all underage, they're all playing under 18 football, and a very good chance to play in the interleague side coming up. Timmy, of course, they're currently training.
Who's the coach?
Yep, thank you very much.
Daryl Cooling is the coach. Don't get much better. Premiership player in the league. Astute observer of football.
Thank you.
As is this bloke here, Shannon Lang. Geez, you're in the same sentence as Lang. As Sale go forward to half-forward flank, can they find a winner? They can't. Bairnsdale have been pretty strong, rock solid, like the Great Wall of China. They can't get over them, can't get around them. They're going to try to go through them, but the numbers that favour the opposition, and they do it through Lockie. Cloak comes grandstand side. On the end of it now is going to be Vickery. He says to his teammates, settle, just settle. We've got a nice little break on our opposition. It's not panic. Let's go down the line. I'm not sure it's the right option. It was 3v2, and one of those 3 for Sale was Jack Leslie, and he's worth 2 himself. It's a Change of direction in the corridor. Nicely done. It was a risky kick, but maybe a near was on the end of it, and a near on that left leg kicks to space, and now we've got a race, and Bairnsdale lead the contest.
And the coach for Bairnsdale comes the other direction, and he gets the 1-2, does Logan Austin. He's at wing area now. Looks up, goes towards the top of the 50. Who's there? No, it's only the Magpies and Egg Malessi Smith.
Just read a lot better than Egg Malessi Smith. It was well read. Great run there from the coach. Who we normally see forward. He's playing back now where I think he's better off.
Left foot kick wasn't the best. He looked for a near, and then the free kick's going to go Bairnsdale's way in Harvey. And Cooper Harvey, I think, would be too far out to score.
He's a thumping kick.
Well, he's going to have to kick at 55. He lowers the eyes, open space. Walker was his target. There's 3 Sale defenders, and Leslie was one of those. His kick might be turned over. Although tapping it out there was Austin. Lang had to go to ground. Good tackle on that occasion by Mitchell. Pops out the back. Little kick around the body there was from Tom Glenn. They go to half forward, no one there, but all the red legs. Ethan East was able to fall over twice, stand up and then grab the footy, and no one got near him, and then finds the target easy as you like to Austin.
He could have had a can of Coke and a salad sandwich.
I think he did.
He had so much time.
Yeah.
So here we go. Austin, the coach of the sideline kick. Oh, geez, there was some room there for a forward to take the mark and probably drop what he should have taken there for Bairnsdale was Cooper Harvey, I believe, and now the race is on again. It may have even been Jesse Bills, but Harry Tatterson, more importantly, goes outer side of the ground, and in the end will find the boundary line, you'd think, or not. Yep, boundary line it is. So a ball in from the boundary, just forward of right half forward flank. Bairnsdale kicking to the left of your radio and leading 20 minutes into this first quarter. 4 goals, 1 to 1 behind.
Timmy Sexton, what are you noticing? Or you've got your head down in the key stats for Gippsland Ozuzu?
Bairnsdale certainly have got more ball control, and they're controlling it with their marking game, short chip mark, much more than what Sale is at the moment.
All right, centre clearances going Bairnsdale's way, are they, or are you a bit different there?
No, the clearances at the moment are going Sale's way, but Bairnsdale are well set up behind the ball, and Sale are losing a little bit of structure forward of the centre square.
It's always the way, isn't it, when you've got your absolute powerhouse in the middle of the ground, and we talk of Sales, Leslie and Holmes and Hennis in there as well, but that secondary effort is just not quite there for the Magpies at the moment. Bairnsdale have been super, and as we look at it at the moment, the ball's on the outer side. We've had 2 stoppages. You haven't missed a thing. We've got another ball up on the outer side. It is Gippsland Live right here on TRFM, of course, all thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical. It is the first quarter for Virtue Homes.
And of course too, an AFL game happening as we speak as well.
Yeah, we do, Poppy, thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture in Gippsland. It's the Hawks at half-time. They trail the Giants 38-19.
So a little soccer off the ground there from Lang. Gained a little bit of area, but this is where Bairnsdale are good. Tatnell gave it over the top to Cloak. Cloak tried to go on the outside of the foot. Jonah Walker's second effort was good at ground level. Gets a handball to McKenna. Now he goes in towards Bills, and Bills from 48 metres puts it to the goal line. Going back with a fly. Great grab. I think it's Tyron Reese. And we know how good he is the last time we called here, Boxer.
Absolutely. He took some absolute rippers last time we were here. He was actually very instrumental in that game for Bairnsdale, and he just showed a lot of poise there. Had a lot of pressure coming at him by Egg Malessi Smith, but was good enough to take the mark overhead.
So Tyron Rees, slightish angle, about 5-10 metres out, should not miss, and doesn't, and the red legs are up and about. It's another one in this opening quarter, 21 3/4 minutes, and it's been all the red legs.
I know they had a slow start against Leongatha a couple of weeks back, Sale, but it wasn't a 5-0 slow start. It was 2 or 3 goals, and they were right into the game. But it's going to be a lot of effort now to see them claw their way back from here, because Bairnsdale just looks so clean with the ball at the minute, and they're marking everything as well. So a big job ahead now for the Magpies.
As the boys have said on the Virtue Home scoreboard, it's Bairnsdale 5-1-31. Sale to still register a major. They're only 1 behind.
So the home side have got the knife in and starting to give it a turn early in this game. Let's see what sort of killer they've got in them, because they want to take a couple of steps up that ladder. They need to show some killer instinct. They showed signs against those behind, below them. This side is a side that's on the up in Sale, as Shannon Lang gets one of his rare touches. Free kick held without the ball in the centre of Bairnsdale City Oval. Looks forward, not a lot of movement, and as a result he holds onto the ball a bit longer than he probably wanted to, but kicks long, straight down the line. Big thumping punch forward. Ethan East, the ruckman, lays a good tackle at ground level. Sale under pressure. Can they get a handball out? They can, but only as far as McKenna. He takes it, drops it. Quick kick, Hennis from a standing start, smothered. Who's going to have a go now? No, held without the ball. I reckon they're going to go Sale's way or not.
That's going to go to Bairnsdale on Mitchell. You got the handball out. Oh, hang on.
The way it's Umpire's positioned. I think it might be going Sales 1. I reckon it might be going to Ben Hall.
Yep, spot on.
So Ben Hall's the player with the ball, and they haven't had a better opportunity than this to kick a goal because he's kicking from 45, almost directly in front. It's going to take a good kick in these slippery conditions, but he's capable. Off the boot, though, it's going to fall short and go right. Two of the things you didn't want to happen, because guess what? Bairnsdale have got a wave of players coming out of defence, and they're going to clear the area. Well, they hope to, but all of a sudden, a kick off the ground fortuitously lands in the arms of Hudson Holmes. The kick from Douse, although lucky, you need that sometimes, and Hudson Holmes, who can float anywhere around this ground and any ground in the competition and have an effect.
Tim Sexton for Gippsland Ozuza Ute.
That's the first to mark inside 50 for the Sale Magpies in this quarter.
So Hudson Holmes now, basically directly in front. This one will be straight through the middle, and he says, yes, Pop, you're right. And that is a much-needed goal. The understatement of the first 30 minutes of this game.
Albeit luck. Bairnsdale had him outnumbered 5-1 coming out, but it was just a simple error, skill error, and great pressure from Desson as well for a big man. Just kept the ball alive too there for Murray, and it was just a lucky kick off the ground in the end. But sometimes you need a little bit of luck to find your own fortune, and here we go now for the Magpies.
First goal on the game for the Sale Magpies on the Virtue Home scoreboard. It's the Bairnsdale Redlegs leading 5-1-31 to the Magpies 1-1-7.
Well, if the Sale Magpies can get another one in red time, these are the goals that hurt you, of course. And one of the key stats across all of Gippsland is goals. If you win red time goals, you generally win the game. Not saying that Sale can win that, but at the moment they are leading it in that red time zone. So Bairnsdale need the next one just to get the steadier before quarter time. They still lead it by 30 points, as we said, but Sale are going. Hennis again, drives it to the top of the 50, targets there, and Bryan gets out the back in. Thomas Campbell had a good afternoon last week. This time couldn't quite get his hand on it, and it goes over. For a boundary throw in, 25 minutes past opening quarter for Virtue Homes. Deep inside Sales forward 50. Ruck duties, East in the front spot, taps it down. Tries to run through on that occasion with Byron. There will be a free kick to the Magpies directly in front. It's going to go the way of Campbell. I spoke about him a couple of seconds ago. He found the goal scorer sheet numerous times last week. And now he's going to look to get his first, and it will be 2 goals in a row for the Magpies just to get a little steadier before quarter time as they lead by 24.
They'll be just wooing these little errors inside their defensive 50, the Redlegs as well. They've had full control of the quarter as well, but they've just leaked a couple in that red time we spoke about just earlier. So
no angle to speak, a very slightish angle, and about 15 metres out. Tom Glenn comes in, Campbell I should say, and puts it straight through the middle, Thomas Campbell, and that's the one they need. 2 in a row inside the red zone.
Exactly, Scud. And they had Brad Desson off as well through that patches of play. He's been up a couple of times this quarter too. Quite interesting. They're prepared to rotate the big fella as well. But their small forwards, Campbell, he's a very, very dangerous player inside 50 for the Magpies. So they've just got to go a little bit more defensive. We've been playing 27 minutes now in this first quarter, and they've leaked 2 goals in 3 minutes now, the Redlegs.
Virtue Home scoreboards see the Magpies cut the margin back to 18 points. It's 5-1-31 to 2-1-13.
So centre break important. Timmy Sexton doing stats has pointed out earlier that Sale, although trailing, are leading those centre breaks. So Bairnsdale, with 27 minutes gone of this first quarter, have a lead of 18 points, but wouldn't want to give any more time up as East gets a tap down. But Leslie allows or opens the door for Hudson Holmes to feed it off to Lang, and Lang inside forward 50. Don't tell me they're going to get another chance. They are going to get another chance. I told you not to tell me. Now I'm speaking to myself. Bairnsdale have got the ball. Last line of defence cleared nicely by Longbottom. Can he clear the 50-metre area? Not quite. Again. A quick kick forward by Longbottom. Out the back it goes. Lang gets rid of an opponent. Kicks for goal. Oh my goodness, don't tell me.
What about Douse's soccer off the ground again?
3 in the space of 2 minutes for the visitors, and the game's back in play.
Douse must have been watching the Tillies during the week too, because a couple of his kicks have resulted in goals for the Magpies as well, and these 2 guys had him written off. The game was already over. It can't be over when you're the Sale Footy Club, though. They know, and they're renowned for coming back from big deficits, and they're doing that right now. Bairnsdale, they'll be wooing this. They'll be really disappointed.
Well, you gave McCarrick 6 goals in. I mean, I think you had them finished as well.
Like a goal a quarter from here on in isn't a big ask, is it?
6 centre clearances to 2 is going the Sales way, and on the Virtue Home scoreboard, it's the Redlegs leading by 12 points, 31-19.
East with a big thump forward this time. Off the stoppage was Bills, and it was given back to the umpire for a secondary one. Again, East taps it down, but this time Lang starting to get a little bit involved after the first 15 minutes of play, and that is the reason why the Magpies have kicked the last 3 goals of the game.
We've got some interesting scores in the Gippsland League at the moment. I'll get to them in a minute, Scott.
Of course, they started 15 minutes earlier than our game, so they'd nearly be at quarter time. As we are here at quarter time at the Bairnsdale City Oval. The first quarter went 28 3/4 minutes, and Bairnsdale got off to a flyer. They kicked the opening 5 goals of the game, and then Sale bounced back with their 3, which led at quarter time. It leads 5-1-31, the Bairnsdale side, leading the Magpies 3-1-19. It's a 12-point margin at quarter time. You're listening to Gippsland Live on TRFM from the Bairnsdale City Oval. All thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland. Got my feeling in the bones all right. I'm just starting to get the feeling back after going down the ice slide a little earlier this afternoon. It's quarter time here at the Bairnsdale City Oval for this all-important round 9 clash in the Alinta Energy Gippsland League, and Bairnsdale lead at 5-1-31 leading Sale 3-1-19. What did we make of that first half? Over to you, Boxer.
Yeah, what a good start. Makes a difference to a game, and they did. Bairnsdale did exactly that, led by McCary, who kicked 3 goals. I just thought their setup behind the ball, as Timmy said, even though Sale won the centre clearances, they were that well set up. They used the ball well. Conditions didn't start well for the both teams.
Package of play, and Bairnsdale, their goals.
Here's Nick Lacino. Don't forget, big clearance on now. Save up to 40% off X display and floor stock furniture.
There's some good games across Gippsland League this afternoon. Mafra 2-3-15. They trial Warragul 3-5-23. Moe 6-3-39. They lead Wonthaggi 3-3-21 and Druin 2-3-15. Leongatha 5-5-35. And in the Mid-Gippsland, the only game in the Mid-Gippsland Football League this afternoon, Fish Creek 6-1-37. They lead MDU 3-18.
And of course, don't forget the big Sunday game, the Hunter Stanner Street Cup tomorrow, Sunday afternoon. We'll come to you live from the Morwell Rec Reserve between arch rivals Morwell and Traralgon. And that game will be from pre-game. 1:30 p.m. Here's Rob Popplestone to get us underway for the second quarter for the Moe Racing Club.
Okay, quarter time. Bairnsdale leaders by some 2 goals, 5-1 to 3-1. Ball balled up east of the big man in Leslie. And despite the best efforts of a handful of players from both sides in what is becoming a bit of a muddy centre of Bairnsdale City Oval, the umpire takes control. Bairnsdale now kicking to the right of Radio. They're around about centre half forward as we speak. And they've got the numbers going in waves to surge the ball forward, and there's been a tackle too high. Will go Bairnsdale's way, or it will go the way of Cooper Harvey.
He's been great this afternoon already. Cooper Harvey was instrumental in the setup of the goals for Bairnsdale in that first quarter.
And they've got a nice little defensive zone, have the visiting side Bairnsdale. They go searching for, but not being able to find a forward. The target was Oscar Clark. Ball punched forward, but still in the forward 50. And it goes a quick kick forward from Mitchell to within 15 metres of goals before a kick off the ground from McGuinness for Sale. Clears the area to Lang. Steady under pressure, goes short and finds a teammate. And off they go again, this time Thomas Campbell. From around about centre half back to centre half forward in the blink of an eye. And Freeman, Jared type, should play on. Looks over his shoulder, does play on. A kick to the advantage of a teammate. Can he find it? Nearly. Ground level, well roved. Good finish. Well done, Mitch Dow. Sale, edge closer. Game on.
Yeah, it started from Lang down back as well. And young McGuinness, obviously a lot of players don't get rewarded with those efforts because it's not a stat. But his punch from a defensive 50, just at the goal line as well. Found touch, found Lang, and his kick to the middle of the ground was perfect. And they've started the quarter the way they finished that first quarter, Sale. So Bairnsdale better start locking down here.
And on the Moe Racing Club scoreboard, we've got Sale at 4-1-25. They trail by 1 goal now to Bairnsdale 5-1-31.
How's that salad roll going,
busy
Timmy?
there, Timmy.
Just finishing off the last little bit of ham and salad roll.
It was nice, thanks.
Back to the Middle East, goes up, just allowed Leslie to tap it down, and then Sale will win the free kick because Lang made all the play. And now Leslie goes to Mitchell and says, leave my midfielder alone. He's won himself the free kick, Lang, and as we said just a couple of moments ago, they've kicked the last 4 goals of the game. They go inside forward 50 again. Cutler was there, trying to get it out to Desson, who underground handball to a teammate in Campbell. He goes further underground, can't quite get a teammate. Tatnall was there for the Redlegs. Handball out towards Vickery. Little bit of space to move. How's the outlet kick? It's pretty good at the moment. It's in the front of the area of Jonah Walker. Taps it down. McGuinness will fight. Coming in to help as well is McDonald, and somehow the ball gets out the back. McDonald, that's Finn McDonald. And now the kick will be turned over from Freeman straight down the throat of Ricky Tatnell.
So Tatnell from right half back looks to left, now looks to right, and thinks, oh, where am I going to go? I'm going to go right because I've got an option. That's LBJ, Lachlan Burne-Jones. The pretty pink boots on from half bank, goes short again. They're just going to work their way forward to Tyron Rees, who presented nicely. He's got Link McKenna inboard. He goes that way, takes it out in front of him as he should. He was under pressure. If he allowed it to come to the chest, he may not have taken that mark. Haven't gained a lot of ground, but they have kept possession. But they kicked to a contest of about 8 players around about half-back flank, and it's punched forward by the defender, who's in trouble, but with one arm tied behind his back, he gets a quick kick forward. The free kick will go Bairnsdale's way, and it will go the way of Logan Austin.
So on centre wing, usually a good user of the footy. He's got a couple of options inboard if he wants. He'll go that direction to Randall Stewart. The runner was Tate Clay. He'll give the handball to Tate, and his left foot kick, usually a good one, out in the front of the other youngster in Hamilton. Just had to wait for it a little bit. Goes back inside, steps around and puts the afterburners on, then puts a wobbly one in. This could be tough for the Sale defenders, and it was. Egg Smith left it behind, and Braden McCary said, I'll swoop on that, and he's kicked 4 now this afternoon, and he's 2 away from Boxer's prediction.
Absolutely, and I think that young fella out wide there, Hamilton, is it Hamilton?
Yep.
Was absolutely brilliant. The turn of foot, but he did it on a thrippence there.
Thrippence?
Yeah, on a thrippence. He just did the big spin. But, geez, his pace after that was incredible. What the thing is about the danger signs for Sale is every time the ball hits the ground in Bairnsdale's forward 50, he's swooping and no one's blocking him.
4.5 minute mark on the Club Eastwood Bairnsdale scoreboard. It's the Red League 6-1-37. They break the run of 4 goals there for the Magpies. They're at 4-1-25.
Well, so the thrippence turned into a 10-cent piece, and now it's a Bitcoin. I mean, keep up with the times there, Nico. So, Lucino is just showing me that he's won some quaddie, a nice little quaddie, and he's happy to, he's going to break the news to Marty when he gets home tonight.
McKenna out of that stoppage for Bairnsdale, but it'll be turned over inside their forward 50. It was Johnny McGuinness taking the mark, although his outlet kick missed it. Lockie Burne-Jones will swoop now. He's got pace. Again, he takes another bounce in these conditions. Wobbles one, misses. And they've been accurate this afternoon. Only 1 point kick between both, 2 points kick between both these sides, but that one is a minor score to open things up at 5.5 minute mark.
Well, that makes it 3 points that have been kicked between both sides. It's Bairnsdale 6-2-38, Sale 4-1-25.
So Derek Egler-Manalesi-Smith, or Des, goes towards the outer side of the ground where big Jack Leslie takes the mark. Jonah Walker on the mark for Bairnsdale. Leslie goes towards the outer side wing. Gee, nice leg too, found a teammate. And off they go. They're starting to build from the half-back line. Holmes inboard. Kick wasn't great. Now Bairnsdale can open them up, or can they? McKenna, bottom of the pack. Was he taken high? Playing was the call. And now no room to move. So
he had a victory, didn't he? It was, young Ricky Tatnell just made something of what he should have.
Yeah.
And they were away too, the Red Leagues.
So ball up in the centre square. Leslie with a tap down. Little quick kick there. Was trying to get it through. Was Mitchell. Got smothered in the end. It looks like we'll do it again. The margin sits at 13 points. It's been a great game so far.
What we found too, Scudder, what I've seen now, when they've opened the game up and actually switched the play, they've really been able to get inside 50 quickly.
Walker with a beautiful tap down to his teammate in Burne-Jones. A high kick to half forward. McCary, 1-2 bites. I'll pay that. The umpire said no. Then had a fresh airy, and he'll pay that one.
Unlucky.
I'll tell you what, very unlucky.
Hold
McCary.
the ball. Tatterson for the Magpies, trying to get Egg-Malesi-Smith. Second effort was good. Left foot kick. Will it find a target? Oh, only just. And it lands in the hands of McDonald, I think it is. Kai McDonald looks up. I think I'm wrong on that occasion, but either way, he finds Finn McDonald. As Finn looks to come in. There's Tom Glenn, the one I was looking for. Now Finn drives it to half forward. Front spot, holding your ground.
Oh,
Ricky
wow.
Tatnell, no mark, said the umpire. He got crunched from pillar to post, and that would have been a mark, you would have thought.
Even the supporters have actually said exactly what you said as well, Scud. They should have paid that reward for effort, wasn't they given?
Well, stoppage right in front of us. Here's Rob Popplestone.
Yeah, quick kick forward. Nicely done, Matty Corbett, wearing that headgear. McKenna at the bottom of it, but he had to wait for it to drop from 30 metres up in the air. Nice little handball under pressure from Ben Hall. Couldn't find its way through. A high tackle, not seen. Blindsided on the umpire's positioning. And so a boundary throw will take place right in front of our Gippsland live commentary position. Nick Lucino, special comments. Timmy Sexton doing stats, and Daryl Cooling alongside yours truly, Rob Popplestone. Ball thrown in Leslie gets a tap. Ground level again. It's Matty Corpet. Tries to keep the ball in the area. Lang taps it to the advantage of a teammate. That teammate's in all sorts of bother. And I speak of Benny Hall. He's joined by Hudson Holmes, and nice work behind the play. Big Leslie's not happy with a whole lot of things at the moment. So I think they need someone to match Leslie in the aggression, because he's just having a party all by himself out there, and it tends to be directed at Will Mitchell.
So boundary throw in right in front of us, 13 points is the margin. Leslie just grabs it out of the ruck. Kick was smothered by Rees. Trying to work hard is Corbett and Hudson Holmes. And we got another stoppage.
I just saw Shannon Lang just in that contest as well. There was no arm to arm or anything. He ran forward really early. Unlucky not to get the ball.
Leslie with a tap down. Tried to attack it at pace there was McKenna socket off the ground by Mitchell. Inside forward 50
Nice
goes. Nicely done by Oscar Clark. Trying to get through two of them. A little bit too long. Holding the footy. Sales free kick in Tainch. At centre half back for the Magpies. Second quarter action for Moe Racing Club.
Good work. Goes straight down the gullet. There's a bit of room there, and getting on the end of that is Ben Hall, possibly. No, it wasn't. It was Anea. So Anea plays on now, goes towards right half forward flank, but it's all Bairnsdale that dropped what he should have taken. This time Ricky Tatnell had no excuses. Spills falls in the arms of Hudson Holmes at half forward flank, and the numbers from Bairnsdale will win out, will they? Yes, they will. They'll do it through Randall Stewart. He comes grandstand side. Nice vision. Finds on the overlay Lockie Cloak. Went to the fat side, and now Lockie Cloak looking for an option. He's got 3 or 4 inboard.
That was a great option. He had no one else down the line, and a good option to come back inboard.
And now they go to where he considered going about 30 seconds ago at ground level. They might just find the boundary, will they? They will. And the last player to get up would be Lockie Cloak, who took a dive into a puddle right on the boundary. He's only a little bloke, but the puddle came up to about his knees.
So right in front of us, true centre wing, Bairnsdale City over. Good tap down by Walker. Cloak goes again, head over it. Be careful dragging that one in, but he's fighting hard for the Redlegs. Lang was there, took on Corbett in the tackle. Ball swabbles out. Little kick off the ground there from Mitchell. McKenna will come out to meet it, and Holmes will close quickly, along with Anea. And we've got another ball up. 10.5 minutes into the second quarter for the Moe Racing Club. You can save on meals, drinks, and race day entry. Become a member today. Also, reciprocal rights at Club Eastwood right here in Bairnsdale.
So I'll go forward again after that stoppage. Anea on the end of it. Nice tackle though, dropping the ball. Gee, pretty harsh I thought, but the tackle from Matty Corbett was a good one. So Matty Corbett alongside his teammate Lockie Cloak with the headgear on today, that left leg. Towards half forward flank, 1 grab, 2 grabs, no, spills out. Gee, dropping the ball. Yeah, the umpire picked it up. It was only very minute as behind play. Some aggression, probably through frustration, shines its head.
I have a question.
Yep.
Who's reading whose rights? Was that reciprocal rights? What was
Reciprocal rights.
Right.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I just wasn't sure who's reading whose rights.
You understand? You buy a membership.
And they're reciprocal.
That's right, at both clubs.
That's magnificent. What
It
a
is.
setup.
So Tainch now, half-back flank. Goes looking for Leslie, front of the pack. No, tried to thump it to the advantage of his teammate. Now at ground level, handball's more in hope than anything else. Contest is hot, will find the boundary, or will it? No, they keep it in, do Bairnsdale. Was it a good choice? Not just at the minute, but they gain 2 more metres before it goes out.
I just can't believe I said reciprocal.
McKenna just taking a little bit of time to get up from that last stoppage he's taken. He now gets up, just holding the snoz. No blood at this stage, and they might check him out, I think, with a little bit of a concussion check, I'd say. As we've got a boundary throw in. Leslie with a little death tap out towards Holmes. And couldn't quite get any clearance there. We've got another stoppage. 6-2-38. The Bairnsdale side, 4-1-25 sale, 13-point margin.
12 minutes gone, second quarter. Front of the pack, Mitchell again. Finds Matt Corbett, quick kick forward. Nice take, front of the pack, good work, Jamie Dorr. So from just short of right half forward, plays on, kicks to the advantage of a teammate. Can he find Oscar Clark? He can't. Punch. A great punch from behind, but at ground level, Lockie Cloak, handballs, picks up nicely. Handballs to Vickery. Vickery from the centre of the oval goes for McCary. Oh my goodness, how did he pull that in? 1 grab, under pressure, slippery conditions, and he could be going for goal number 5.
Oh, geez, what a spoil there by Hutchins as well. The lead was great. Kick to the fat side, gave his teammate all the options too, but the kick inside, overhead, McCary, how good is he overhead?
Just on that spoil though, Box, he had a great spoil, but no support around at ground level to actually win it. And Bairnsdale did that.
And he would have gained 20 or 30 metres, but Bairnsdale had enough numbers too because they set so well up behind the ball. So McCary, here we go.
So the home side had a lead of 5 goals. Sale brought that back to 1 goal. They've got the opportunity from McCary to extend it back to 3, and the big boy's gone bang. Goal number 5 for McCary.
He'll kick 10 today.
Oh,
he'll kick 10.
Do we want to have a bit of a side one on that one, Scudman?
He'll kick more than 6. I'll give you the tip.
Yeah, righto. Over to you then, Timmy.
On the Moe Racing Club scoreboard, it's Bairnsdale extending the margin back out to 19 points. It's 7-2-44. Sale after kicking the first goal of the second quarter, a 4-1-25.
We'll quickly go around the grounds thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture, Gippsland in the AFL. The Hawks are really showing it to the Giants at the minute. They've been playing 15 minutes into the third quarter, and it's 7-3-45 the Giants to the Hawks 5-7.
So when you say showing it,
they're losing.
They're losing, but
They're really showing it to the Giants.
Well, the Giants are, what are they, second on the ladder? At the
All
moment?
right, Lang drives it out of the middle for the Magpies. They go deep inside forward 50. Oh, Hennis fell over at the crucial stage, and he had the right sit on it. He just lost his footing, and Bairnsdale were able to rush it through. So a minor score.
The Club Eastwood Bairnsdale scoreboard, it's Sale going 4-2-26 to Bairnsdale 7-2-44.
Bobby, can you scratch me back?
So long bottom.
whereabouts there?
That's it.
All right, I'll commentate. You keep your noise down to a minimum if we can. Long bottom gets on the end of this one. He's outside his 50. Inside 45, kick nice to find Bills. He wants to go again. He wants to go inboard. He wants to bite off a lot, and he does just that. Reeves with 2 grabs. That's a mark every day of the week. And Tyron won't be happy with that one either.
How can you not call that a mark?
He had the first bite clearly, and the second bite even more clearly. And
So now Leslie, he clearly gets a clearance inside
Oh,
forward
Tatnall
50. Tatnall dropped what he should have taken, but they've got numbers, and they've been pretty good there, but the clearance fell short and fell into the arms of Chris Byron.
Yep.
He's going to have a nightmare.
So Byron tries to play on.
hold
He's
the
in
footy.
bother. Holding the ball. Free kick. Bairnsdale breathe a sigh of relief once more.
That's the 4th mark this quarter. Tatnall's dropped.
Yeah.
So it's just unlike him to do that.
So Longbottom, Austin will switch this one across to Vickery on the outer side of the ground. He's got plenty of space on there, and working hard is Mitchell to the wing area, but Lang will close, cause the contest. Egg Smith will come to help, and good tackle by Mitchell. Ball bobbles out, play onto the umpire. Lang gets on the end of it. Inboard kick goes towards Kane Cutler. Now he turns, open space, forward line, Descent runs underneath it. Gets out the back, Tatnall needs to be clean. Hesitates, Hennis comes. Descent gathers, gives it to Hennis. Snap around the body, misses. They could have worked that out better, the Magpies there. Minor score. And the Club Eastwood Bairnsdale scoreboard says
4-3-27 Sale. They trail by 17 points to Bairnsdale Redlegs.
16 minutes into this second quarter. Rob Popplestone for TRFM.
They'll come grandstand side, will the home side, who've had a big day before the game even started. Compliments to their support of the Big Freeze, number 10 for them. And it's found its way onto this oval. The enthusiasm of the home side through Harvey. Centre of the park it goes. Coming through nicely was Tate Clay. He's taken ball and all. Umpire says dropping the ball. Wow, it's red hot at times. We just can't pick the times. Shannon Lang gets a free kick. It was a good tackle. Kicks to within 30. Don't tell me there's a holding decision behind the play. It's going to go Sale's way or...
Umpire's pointing the wrong direction. It'll be Bairnsdale's way.
So Bairnsdale gets the free kick and they clear the area. They do it nicely. And they go towards the outer side. Cooper Harvey finds teammate Ricky Tatnall. And, no, goes back to...
They're actually playing, but they weren't playing.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, the free kick's now.
Tate Clay... Did he get the free kick or not get the free kick?
It was a free kick down the field, which meant it come back to where the ball was. So he got pinged early, and the other guys just happened to play for a couple of minutes on the outer side.
All right, so here we go. Back on real time now as they come grandstand side. Good contest right in front of our commentary position. Leslie, the big body ruckman for the home side. He clears the... Nice look away handball by Clay. Can he get around? Mitchell gets around the big ruckman, does it nicely, and composure under pressure finds Jesse Bills from 60. He wants to move the ball quickly. He does. Can he find a winner? He cannot. Good take. Last line of defence by Mitch Dowse.
Rain starting to fall, all thanks to Carpet Country this afternoon.
You can thank the rain, Carpet Country.
Yeah, no, they helped dreams become a reality since 1982, 81 even.
81.
Yeah, extra year on that one. Boxer should know.
Good year, 82 though.
Was it?
Yep.
Happy birthday, Tim.
Thank you.
I turned 18 that year.
Hennis on the end of that kick. So tough conditions again now present for both these sides. The margin at the moment, 17 by Holmes. Now they're holding on to it. They've got Leslie. Closing will be East. Contest. And good work. Body work was great by Leslie again. Ricochets back to Hennis. Took on the tackler. And then just gives a handball to Jack Leslie. Kick around his body. Tatnell this time had the spoil. And they go to Leslie again, Poppy.
Yeah, Jack has to watch himself. He's just been caught 4 or 5 times bullying smaller players.
And they're getting into him too, aren't they?
Yeah.
When you get sucked into on the smaller ones too.
Yeah, and so Jack better just be careful. He's a great player, but he doesn't need to be doing that.
Big shove out of the ruck duties there from Ethan East will go the way of Byron.
Yeah, Scubber, we're just waiting for the ball to come back around the grounds thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture, Gippsland. Mafra, 4-5-29. Warrigal, 4-5-29.
So Byron gives it off to a standing Hudson Holmes. Delivers it inside forward 50 and taking the mark, Tyron Rees. And he'll quickly play on. He's got Mitchell on his own. Finds him right in front of the slide. The big free slide this afternoon. Some of those boys might be jumping in. It might be cooler in, warmer in there than what it is out at the moment. Kick goes down the line. Igmalesi Smith read that better than anyone else. Come off the side of his boot though, and
Good.
Lockie Burn-Jones just socking off the ground. It's a foot race, one-on-one. Tatterson and McCary. McCary sock it at once. He'll soccer it again. No. No.
It could have been a goal of century. There you go.
Oh, that's a big call.
Trickled over. For
Well, name a better one.
Tim Sexton.
I can't off the top of my head right now.
And it's only 24 years into the century.
On the Moe Racing Club scoreboard, it's Bairnsdale 7-3-45. They've pushed the margin back out to an even 3 goals. Sale 4-3-27.
Tatterson. Bring it back to the near side. Leslie the target. One hand up. Free kick will go Leslie's way.
And that's a goal. If it's a goal, he wins the Zambrero 4 times this afternoon.
He does.
Yeah. Already kicked 5.
4 of them.
Done
the
well.
Rippers.
Leslie's probably one of the shining lights for the visiting side today. Been very good all day, competing really hard. Controlled aggression to date. Just fear that he doesn't go over the line. That's all we're after. Jack Leslie goes to the half forward line for Sale. Can he find a winner here? He can't at the moment. It's a 50-50 contest at best. Austin kept it in, but gave it to Lang inadvertently. And now getting on the end of a chain of handballs is Kai McDonald. Kick inside forward 50. Again, Bairnsdale stand tall. And can they find a teammate? They can. Just inboard was Ricky Tatnell.
Yeah, Randall Stewart with a great save dive. Great groundwork play there by Randall. And now Tatnell brings it down towards the commentary box. Leslie will always stand tall. And he's paid the mark.
That's silly.
That's what I'm saying.
He's on the verge of doing something that's going to get him sent off or reported.
Yep.
All right, so Leslie, he's having a big influence on this game as well. Kicks down towards Lang over his head, and we've got a boundary throw in.
I mean, we all like people that get aggressive. And,
I haven't got a problem with it. I know that he's right on the edge.
He's making the choice.
Yep.
It's going to go swing either way. He's playing good footy. Just let it go.
He's such an important part of this side. And they've got him a kick behind the play at the moment. They lead by 18 points. Sorry, they trail by 18 points. The Redlegs were on fire early. Rees kicks.
Good take.
And it was Igmalesi Smith picking this one off. So on the wing area for the Magpies.
Sets himself up well behind the play, Melissa Smith. Even though we haven't seen his influence as much as we have in the past, he's got a beautiful kick inside.
Oh, big fly from Brad Desson. Couldn't complete the mark. Vickery handballs over the top for the Redlegs to Mitchell. They got numbers on the outer side. Will they run and carry? Tate Clay gathers it, gives it to a runner in Vickery. This time, that is through the Byron variety. Kicks to half forward. A foot race is on. And the quick one there is Clark. Closing his Hutchins for the Magpies. Clark soccers it off the ground. Does he keep it in? He does. McGuinness will come the other direction, and Clark puts on a strong tackle.
Great tackle.
And the big fella, 3 or 4 efforts.
He's been very impressive today, Scud, Oscar Clark, and he's got some great signs and some really good upside to his game at the minute, and I'm really impressed with what I've seen so far.
Kieran Vickery just hobbles off.
He does. Coming back on for Bairnsdale is Charlie Mann, wearing the 12 Guernsey. If you haven't got it in your record, we've got it up here. Bairnsdale have a quick snap for goal. Do not tell me they've made it. I reckon they have. It could be Cooper Harvey who made something out of nothing. Raspberry jam out of pig poo, and Bairnsdale have hit the scoreboard again.
How do I come back from that? if McCreary didn't already have the Zambrero goal of the day locked up, that was a close second so far because it was a great finish there. And he's had a great afternoon, Harvey, as well. He's been in everything. I can't. You just have to go to you, Tim.
On the Club Eastwood Bairnsdale scoreboard, that's 3 in a row for the Redlegs. They've pushed the margin back out to 24 points in this quarter. They leave 8-3-51 to Sale 4-3-27.
So, raspberry jam from Big Pooh.
I mean, what an effort. That's what I'm saying.
It's just incredible.
It is incredible. Tastes nice, though. Back to the middle we go. As we've travelled 23 minutes into the second quarter. Leslie taps it down. Front spot, Cooper Harvey, the goal kicker. From a couple of moments ago. Mitchell fights hard, head over the footy. Lang was there, stood up in the tackle. Barrels it inside forward 50, going back. Logan Austin. Such a good player is Logan. Takes the mark and comes to the near side. The target will be Burn Jones. Can't mark. Quick kick around the body there was from Daniel Byron. Again, it's Logan Austin's turn. Goes to ground. Head over the footy was Chris Byron. Play on to the umpire. Now he sits on it. He might be in trouble. The umpire will wait. No, there's enough players around that stoppage for the umpire to say no opportunity.
Scud Vickery's just walking around here in front of him. Looks like everything's settled down too. I think whatever was up in his chest has fallen back into the right position now.
Okay.
Oh, well, he's agate.
All right, you're seeing something that I'm not.
He got
anyway.
He got kicked somewhere.
Okay, from the stoppage, Byron with a quick kick around the body. Got smothered. Ricochets back to the top of the 50, and we've got a ball up.
Well, when he come off the ground, he was holding the lower region of his body.
Oh, yeah. Just seen him walk into the club rooms.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Ball thrown back in. Nicely done. Here we go. Bairnsdale have been pretty solid in that back half. Now they kick to boundary. It's a one-on-one contest. The two headgeared wearing Bairnsdale players are 1 and 3 at the ball. As there's a bit of by-play behind.
Corbett didn't like Hutchins. There's a little roll, and actually other way around. Hutchins didn't like Corbett's knee.
No.
They tangled up.
Grandstand side. In front of a healthy crowd today. East gets the tap, goes through the hands of Campbell, but now Bairnsdale clear the area, inside forward 50. McCary, I thought, how it doesn't matter. Going to shot for goal here, and it's going to come through Jesse Bills. Jesse Bills.
Thumped through Tatterson.
Yeah, look, they're pretty good, Bairnsdale, after shooting out to a 5-goal lead. It's better than 4 goals at the moment, Timmy.
That's right, they lead by 25 points, 8-4-52 to 4-3-27. And kicked 3 goals to 1 in this quarter, have the Redlegs.
Goals have been kicked in clumps. Big moments for the Mall Bowling Club this afternoon, or thanks to the mysterious 6th tap of the Mall Bowling Club. As that barrelling kick out of full-back goes straight down the middle of the City Oval here in Bairnsdale, but Stewart will barrel it back inside forward 50. McCary! Worked his body out, player out of it, found where the drop zone was going to be and took the easiest of chest marks in the end. And he's going for goal number 6.
Yeah, he timed it perfectly to that mark as well, and beautifully caught too, Scud. He just got into the right position, had his opponent really sucked in. He was right under the ball too, and found the drop zone beautifully. And now he's lining up for number 6 or 4.
I'm not sure they've got a match-up for him there either. You'd think someone like Will Leslie probably would have that job.
Perfect,
yeah,
especially with his pace.
So McCary comes in, 45-degree angle, 40 metres out, got 5. Only in a half of football, got 6. And you know straight away when he does the double cobra, this guy is on this afternoon.
He definitely is, Scud, and maybe your 10 is not out of the mark now either.
Oh, well, now it's back on again, is it?
It's back on.
If you had him 6 for the whole day, he's got 6, and we've still got time to play second quarter.
Yeah, Timmy.
Geez, you tried to handle that one.
Yeah, pretty quick.
We do, and McCary does have 6 goals. Of the Bairnsdale's 9 goals, 4-58. Leading by 31 points out to margin as to Sale, now on 4-3-27.
Let's go to another couple of games too in the Gippsland League while we can. Maui, 8-4-52. They lead Wonthaggi 6-3-39.
All right, as competing in the ruck now is Jonah Walker up against the big fella Leslie. Grand level, battle remains. But again, they're just winning those 50-50 contests. This time, Tyler Rees kicked the ball towards half-forward flank to Tyron. And nicely done. Jamie Dawg got rid of his opponent just as Bairnsdale were going to go forward. Lockie Burn-Jones, the LBJ, didn't get an opportunity to make his day. So it's half-time here at Bairnsdale City Oval.
Yeah, it certainly is. We've had clumps of goals kicked this afternoon. They opened the game with 5 goals, did Bairnsdale, and then it was Sale's turn to kick 4 goals. That included one in the second quarter, but then Bairnsdale responded in the second quarter. They kicked another 4 goals to round out their 9 goals in the half. So they lead it at half-time, 9-4-58, and they're leading Sale 4-3-27. Of course, a big day here on Gippsland Live, and a big day for the Bairnsdale Football Netball Club. They're raising money for MND. The big free's 10, and I can let you know the current total as it stands right now is $98,000, 527, and that is a huge effort. They are on their way, well and truly on their way to getting it over 100,000 for the second year in a row. Bairnsdale Football Netball Club doing great things. Also, the Moe Football Netball Club as well down there at Ted Summer Reserve. It's half-time here at the City Oval. As we said, a 31-point margin in favour of the home side, the Redlegs. It's Gippsland Live, and it's thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland.
Everybody's favourite time of the week. It's the round 8 top 5 goals of the week Gippsland League. Coming in at number 1 to Braden McCary from Bairnsdale here. Keeps the ball in front of him. Finally gets there and he goes off the ground for the soccer goal. Great work. Number 2, Thomas Campbell from Sale here. Goes hard to the footy. His teammate applies the big shepherd. He picks it up, turns and goes at goal. Kicking a brilliant goal. Number 3, Josh McMahon from Terrelgan. This is a good one here. Loops the hand pass over the top, looking for the 1-2 back. Gets it. Tucked against the boundary line, has to bring it home. And he does a fine job. Number 4, it's Dylan Laprise here from Terrelgan. Ball comes in, bit of a wrestle here in the goal square. Falls in his lap and he has to go from the ground. And he got it going through the middle. Number 5, Taj Eden here from Moe. He was front and centre at this contest. It falls nicely for him. He's right against the boundary line, threading the needle for a great goal.
Taken though at ground 11 by Taj Eden. He goes for goal.
No.
And I tell you what, that is, my friends, a contender for our Zambrero goal of the day.
that halftime siren in the background, and all they do is win. Braden McCary's got 6 in a half of football, and his side are winning at the moment, 31-point margin, 9-4, 48. Sale of 4-3, 27. As we said, they started the game off well, where they kicked 5 goals to open in the first quarter. Then it was Sale. They got 3 in the first quarter, and then they opened in that second quarter to get the first, and then Bairnsdale kicked 4 to get it out to that 31 points at half-time. As we said, McCary's got 6, and then it's really Oscar Clark, Tyron Rees, and Cooper Harvey with 1. While for the Magpies, it's all single goal scorers. Shannon Lang, Hudson Holmes, Mitch Dowse, and Tom Campbell. Our Zambrero goal of the day, Boxer, pretty much already wrapped up.
Yeah, I've written on the voucher already, goal 1, 2, 4. So far he's given us 50% absolute blinders out of his 6 so far, and he's just managed to be just brutal in front of goal. But he's 1-on-1 too, overhead. His groundwork too, Scott.
Just a quick one. You mentioned that Warragul, obviously, the sort of still in front there at the moment.
Yeah, 7-point lead.
Mapra. I don't think we had this as a late in, but there was a late into that side. Jed Lamb, the coach, back for Warragul after his knee reconstruction, a horrific injury. He actually kicked the first goal after first 7.5 minutes of play. So the coach back into the swing of things, which is great to see.
Great news
for Jed Lamb back for that Warragul side. A late inclusion there.
We spoke about it pre-game, didn't we, on the way down, whether he was going to play soonish.
Close,
obviously, it was right there. So good news for Warragul.
And you wouldn't expect him to see out the game, but if that start will give him a little bit of confidence.
Absolutely.
Kicking a goal early, he's all about goals, but it'll be a bit of an inspiration to the rest of the team if he can finish off the game uninjured, and he'll only improve in the back half of the year.
Coming back from Rico's is a tough ask. I think Scud's come back from one. I've come back from a couple as well. So one of those things that, if you can get
I've only had the one.
Tough. Oh, you've had one as well too. There you go. So a few of us in this room. I mean,
confidence is you need to be tackled hard. You need to be in the thick of things. It takes a long time.
So Timmy, what have you just noticed? Just as we're getting this third quarter back underway.
Only three have come to the bench for the Redlegs. I'm just trying to see if there's someone else on
unless
the bench.
Vickery didn't come back.
No, you did. That's what Timmy exactly mentioned, and then he did find him out there at centre half back. So he's definitely out there.
But it looks like there's only 3 that are actually still sitting on the front row of the bench here for the Redlegs. So we'll have a bit of a look and try and work out who may or may not be.
Actually, you know who it could be? Link McKenna could be the one. Remember, he got that heavy hit in the head.
Great call there, Scud.
Looked a little bit tough. So we are to find him. He does have the tats. Hopefully he's okay. Here's Rob Popplestone.
All right, East v Leslie. Leslie got the tap, but only went as far as core. But his kick was smothered. Ball still smack bang in the centre of Bairnsdale City Oval, where the umpire will assume control. Just repeating those half-time scores. Bairnsdale 9 goals 4. That's a total of 58. The visiting side, Sale 4-3, 27. Important fork in the road for both of these sides.
Good pickup.
Especially for Bairnsdale. The pickup was a nice one by LBJ as Bairnsdale go forward. A handball on his hands and knees from Harvey.
Aye.
Umpires picked the kick out. It's going to go the way of Bairnsdale. It's going to go the way of Jesse Bills.
He'll be looking to give this off Bills as well.
He's wanting to because he's going to kick from outside 50 whilst Des is on the mark. That's Derek Malessi Smith.
McCary in the pocket.
So Jesse Bills, he just kicks to the top of the square. Nice spot to put it. Front of the pack. A good mark, all too easy, Nick Lucchino. That's what you want as a forward.
Perfect position in there too. I think it is young Oscar Clark again. He's been fantastic this afternoon. He's someone I could actually love to work with. He just shows a lot. His body presence then too. He really controlled the front of the pack. Didn't let a lot of players get over him, and he's very, very strong overhead.
Okay, Oscar Clark, best opportunity for him this afternoon. Directly in front, off the boot, nice. A kick confidence. Kick full of confidence for the young fella. His second goal of the afternoon. What a beauty too. That dream start for the home side, Nick Lucchino.
Fantastic start too, and just that kick coming inside. He kicked it with a little bit of authority as well, just to show that his confidence level are really high at the minute too. So ball's one forward through the midfield as well. They're a little bit sloppy, Sale trying to come out, but obviously the free kick was just as sloppy too, and that player over the ball was protected by the umpire. Rewarded well and finished well there by Clark too.
On the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, that's 5 in a row for the Redlegs. Takes the game high margin out to 37 points, 10-4-64 to Sale 4-3-27.
Big moment now for the Sale Magpies. Can they come back from this one? All thanks to the Morwell Bowling Club. Don't forget the 6th tap. It's a mysterious 6th tap. What will it be? You need to get into the venue and find out what it might be. at the Morwell
So
Bowling
we've lost
Club.
the better beer, have we? It's gone. They've got ready for a new one now, are we?
No, it's still there.
Never know.
You never know.
You never
gotta get
know.
in there. From the stoppage, little quick handball from Bills goes out the back to Vickery. Out towards the wing area. Hamilton just found himself behind his opponent, but fought hard at ground level again. Little handball from Lang was good. To Douse, to Egg Smith by hand. Now he's kick to half forward. Good contest. The coach in Bairnsdale's Austin goes to ground. Trying to work hard. There was Freeman quickly wrapped up in a tackle from Bairnsdale. And we're going to stoppage 55 metres out.
And with Oscar Clark now forward, McCary's there, Reese is there, it allows Logan Austin to go back for Bairnsdale, which really straightens him up.
All right, so half forward flank and Bairnsdale again, tying that one up. Thomas Campbell is the player with the ball. The kicking to the right of Radio Sale. Didn't have a lot of luck in the early part of the first quarter as Jack Leslie throws a sucker punch and thumps the ball 30 metres towards his goals. Nice work by the big ruckman who summed up the situation perfectly and made the right decision. And now Bairnsdale are under pressure with the Sale goals just metres behind them. Will they go for the boundary? They do. That gets tied up early. And it was good work by Brad Descent to keep that ball in play and within scoring distance for his side.
So ball up in their defence, in their forward area. Descent taps it over the back. Tried to find a runner to run onto this one. Free kick will be paid the Magpies'
Another
way.
one right in front of goals.
Freeman will be the one.
Third one for the afternoon as well. So the umpires aren't scared to pay him in front of goals, but it was pretty hard to see. It was called too high in the end.
Only 15 metres out will be Jared Freeman.
I have to admit, I used to hate these kicks. They usually go right. Let's see. Freeman, there's no excuse to miss this, mind you, but it's only a very slight angle.
He's a renowned goal kicker.
Shouldn't miss. No pressure. He needs it for the team. They lead, trail by 37 points and puts it over the goal umpire's head. What can they do now, the Magpies? Boxer?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough ask from here, but they're just going to do that. They've got to get the ball inside 50 and make most of their opportunities too, because here's the first one, albeit a free kick. When you get those opportunities inside, like Bairnsdale have had all afternoon to score, it's 14 scoring shots to 8. You want to make sure that every opportunity is counted when you get inside 50.
McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard sees the margin brought back to 31 points now. It's the Bairnsdale Redlegs leading 64 to Sale 33.
So Bairnsdale have managed to keep the visiting Sale side at arm's length for most of the afternoon, but don't be surprised if there's another surge coming from Sale. Vickery from centre half back goes towards the half forward flank again. Nice mark taken by Sale. At that half-back flank, Tom Glenn possibly comes grandstand side. Oh, gee, dances himself into trouble, but good enough to pirouette out. And then around the half-back line, doesn't gain a lot of yards. Bairnsdale ground level. It's going to go back to Mitchell, a kick around the body. Blindly, favourable bounce. Bounces over a couple. McCary!
Oh, yeah.
It's going to bounce through! It's going to bounce through!
No way! No way!
No.
Get out of here!
So McCary has kicked
goal
2,
7 on this
3
voucher as well.
4, 5, 6,
Unbelievable.
7 goals, and we've played just 5 minutes of this third quarter.
He is a dead set freak. That is unbelievable.
So we've got goal 1, goal 2, goal 4, goal 7, all winners of this Ramiro goal of the afternoon.
The highlights during
Wow,
the week of this game could just be of Braden McCary kicking goals.
Oh, wow, that was a
Unbelievable.
brilliant goal. Left foot too.
And that puts it on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard back out to a lead. A game margin of 37 points, 11-4-70 to 5-3-33.
Now, we've just had the trainer come out and give us the old 7 sign and say 7 of the best. He was quite clear with telling us.
Well, it's a free kick in the middle of the ground for the Redlegs. They're going to go again. It's a big day for them. They're out to a game-high 37-point margin as East thumps it inside forward 50. Guess who's the target? McCary! Oh, he nearly took a mark. I tell you what, we're getting excited over chest marks now. A quick kick from Walker around to the top of the square. They're all over the Magpies at the moment, and they need to really put some scoreboard pressure on. Hennis is under pressure. Squaring kick will find McGuinness just.
That rain's starting to hit now too, Scud.
Lights are on at the Bairnsdale City Oval. Good crowd still in attendance this afternoon on this big game in East Gippsland. No other football up here. Why wouldn't you come along? Beautiful microclimate of East Gippsland. Not quite on show today. There's Hennis, little quick kick. Just eludes Jack Leslie. East with a Shepherd. Long bottom took on 1 or 2. Corbett was there. Somehow lost the footy. Long bottom again. There'll be a free kick coming back, Tim. Where'd you see?
Leslie went through and he'll get a card for that.
There you go.
He'll get a card for that. Wow. So the yellow card is happening.
It was going to happen. It was going to happen, and unfortunately, and it has now. And the most influential player for Sale on the ground right now.
Don't want to say too much, but we picked it early.
15-minute spell.
Yep.
And look, he's being, not saying being targeted a little bit, but he's being pushed and niggled as well.
Yep.
You've got to control it. We all know, we've all played footy. It is that hard to do that. Your blood starts to boil, you'll get up and about.
Yep.
He's
Well, they've lost a player through a yellow card. Now they're losing a player through injury.
It's Campbell.
And the blink of an eye, Sale's job have just got a heck of a lot harder.
And blood rule for
Vickery.
Okay, well, that might have been the reason. So free kick for Longbottom, and he's going to thump his right foot into it. Comes off the instep of the boot. This is danger territory. There's Tyron Reese. He's going to put his hand up, snap around the body. Oh, we are watching something ridiculous here this afternoon. In trying, tough conditions, we are getting highlight after highlight. Tyron Reese.
Yeah, that's the stamp on the forehead to Jack Leslie, because I'll tell you right now, it's one of those things where you can really drive a knife into a player, knowing that you've done something to hurt your side, and then they come out, and Reese is just renowned for doing this as well. What a goal, what a snap goal. We've seen some unbelievable goals here this afternoon, all from Bairnsdale. What a goal that was too.
7 of the last 8 goals has put the margin back out to a 43-point margin now, game high. The Redlegs 12-4-76, the Magpies 5-3-33.
It's a long way home for the visitors, both in distance and in score. A big thump from East, given there's no Leslie. Falls in the arms of LBJ. Dances around, goes short. Oh, they're playing with us like a side with confidence. Jonah Walker got on the end of it. And there's been a crack in the Sale side for a while, but Bairnsdale are just about to open them up if Jonah Walker can convert what will be 8th of the last 9 goals from Timmy Sexton's recollection of what we've seen over the last 40 minutes. They've been very, very good. So this could be one that gets away. We said it was a fork in the road for both sides, but I tell you what, Bairnsdale have taken the high road and they're doing the work. Jonah Walker directly in front. Off the boot. Thank you very much. We are seeing some superb football in pretty tricky conditions.
Here comes every player as well. Half the ground is full of Redlegs celebrating this goal right now. We did speak about it in our pre-game. Bairnsdale are 4 points behind. If they want to stay with the competition above them, Sale have a 23% advantage over them on the ladder, and now they're just showing them right now that they're going to gain some percentage back, and they're going to step their mark up now in the top 5.
Haven't played just on 10 minutes in this third quarter on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. The Redlegs have kicked 4 goals already. They're out to a 49-point margin, 13-4-82. Sale 5-3-33.
Lights are on here at the Bairnsdale City Oval. The car lights are starting to come on as well. You can join in the party because your Redleg side are absolutely flying. And Dore will give it inboard to Harvey. Inboard Corbett steps around one.
No.
I'm going home.
That's it.
This is unbelievable.
I'll get the
A left foot snap from about 40 metres. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere, Boxer. This is a show you do not want to miss. Matt Corbett now joins the party.
Wow, and what a party it is now to every player. Now, every player's going to Corbett right now. All the players down defensive 50, they're all in there as well. If you want to think about the enthusiasm levels, they are right up there right now. And Bairnsdale are really making mincemeat out of the Magpies right now.
McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, 14-4-88, 55-point margin. It is over the Magpies, 5-3-33.
And the scary part about it is McCary, we've known that's got the Zambrero goal of the day, but the last 2 could have gone their way as well. So they're very unlucky not to get a bit of this either.
Absolutely. 55-point, big margin, and of course, big moments for the Moore Bowling Club right here, and trying to sock it off the ground in the middle of the ground was East. And it means Cody Hennis now has gone into the ruck duties. Now, look, he's a good size, but he's an absolute midfielder, not a ruckman. And Sailor in all sorts. And with that, he's just caught one around the throat. But that was not untoward because East is just so much taller than him. Fighting at hard level, ground level was Burn Jones. He squeezed it out the back, a kick around the body from his teammate. Now Hennis has to do some groundwork. Gathers it nicely. Got a teammate. He has to go backwards, though, to Egg Malessi-Smith. And rain starts to fall again. As Egg Malessi-Smith, outboard kick on the outer side of the ground, finds a teammate. And that teammate was Glenn, comes back inboard to find Hudson Holmes. Holding onto it, slow build-up. Really tough conditions now. Holmes goes back onto the outer side and it skids straight through the hands there of Mason Anea. Finn McDonald, sorry, and it goes over for a boundary throw-in.
First real bit of slow play that we've seen in the quarter, and just noticing off the marks, we've only had under 10 marks in this third quarter, because it's all been from free play. For both from the Red Leagues.
I'll tell you what, if the young Lockie Burn-Jones is playing on a dry weather day, he has been clean as all hell.
He has indeed. 55 points the margin. Sale now surged forward, but they're outnumbered. They're being outplayed by a side that's playing with a whole lot of confidence. Ricky Tatnall, back half, goes short. Logan Austin. And look at this, they're spreading Sale wide.
Here we go.
And nicely done, Hugh Longbottom. He's going to go long. He's got an option long. And the kick was a beauty too. Found on the Tyron Reese, who plays on, goes inboard. He's got all the time in the world and chooses to hold up play, go towards the corridor, where Charlie Mann's the player who kicks to within 15 metres. Can they find a winner here? Why not? They've managed to do it so many times today. The scoreboard said 14 goals. Corbett from an impossible position. Guess what? Mitchell, left foot, cross a face of goals. LBJ beaten the ball by the boundary. Boundary throw in 10 metres from the home side's goals. They're playing good footy. 13 minutes gone, third quarter.
Good footy in the conditions too.
Yeah.
They've been able to actually maintain possession without throwing it away, when we've seen Sale, who haven't adapted to it at all, are really struggling at the minute.
For Gippsland Ozuzu Ute, plenty of best on ground performers this afternoon. There's a whistle from that boundary throw in. It's going to go Bairnsdale's way. The non-officiating umpire 40 metres away will pay this one to the big youngster in Jonah Walker, who has kicked his, what we think may be his first senior goal of football too a couple of moments ago. He celebrated like it was. All his teammates got around him. He's now got a chance to kick his second. At the 13 3/4 minute mark of this third quarter for McDonald's, the new feisty McSpicy range at Macca's. Things just got feisty. And this game is certainly just that. As Jonah Walker, slide angle from 40 metres out, city end of the ground, on its way, likes it off the boot, celebrates before it goes through. They've kicked 15 goals for, if you don't mind. The conditions are tough, to say the least.
It's incredible.
I don't
believe what I'm seeing, to be
I'm
honest.
actually lost for words, because we didn't expect this to happen, because we thought Sale were edging their way back into the game, and all of a sudden it's all one way. And with a send-off, doesn't help either. So it really does blow the confidence levels too for the Sale side too, knowing that your best player today is off the ground. So yeah, tough ask there for Sale, but great stuff there by Bairnsdale.
And 9 of the last 10 goals on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard have gone to the Red Legs. It's 15-4-94. It's a 61-point margin over Sale, 5-3-33.
Now, you guys sent me out during half-time out on the ground. I did sort of predict that the rain has gone and there'd be no more coming in from the sea. Well, I was wrong. Happy to admit it.
You just didn't want to go back out onto the ground at half-time.
No, that's right. You'll be doing it after the game, Timmy. I'll give you the tip. As we've got a secondary stoppage in the middle of the ground here. It's the third quarter. And it's been all Bairnsdale. They've come out absolutely firing. 6 goals to 1 in this quarter to get the margin out to that 61 points, if you don't mind. And a free kick goes Sale's way. And it's going to go, well, not sure. Sale don't know whose free kick it is. Hennis thought it was his because he was in the ruck. Then Lang said, I'll take it. And the umpire said, no, it's over to you, Hudson Holmes. So Hudson Holmes in the middle allowed all the Bairnsdale defenders to get back in numbers. He comes to the near side. The target will be Brad Descent. Crashes the pack. Couldn't complete it. Langer squeezed the handball out. Out there was Stewart. Gives it a handball back to Vickery. A forward handball to Lockie Cloak. Twisting and turning. Left foot kick. Can't quite find Lockie Burns-Jones. They'll repel this one. The Magpies through Finn McDonald. Big fist over the back in Logan Austin. He spoiled it. Then he had time to go get it himself. Gives a handball to Vickery. The 1-2. Easy as you like. And Austin comes out and looks for the target. Clark was the one, couldn't complete it. Jonah Lomu comes the other way. Nice little sidestep by the big man, if you don't mind. Gives it to Dorr. Dorr's inboard kick. Timmy liked that one. Holmes stole it. Little side, little kick. Didn't quite find Lang. Hard at it was Corbett and Cloak. The two boys with the helmets on. Fight at ground level. Caused a stoppage. Great play, Bairnsdale. What's so funny there, Tim?
Jonah Lomu comes running through. Even if Jonah Lomu was out there, there might be a few blokes that'd be flattened down. You're going the wrong way, mate. Wrong game. But
That's
anyway,
what they call him. They call him Jonah Lomu, yes.
He might turn into the size of him. He was a couple more years.
He was training with my interleague side and then I had to cut him. Whoa. Well, that's because he played a Gippsland Power game, become ineligible. But no, I didn't cut him. He was a lock for my side. Don't worry.
Yeah, Eastie gets a big thump forward 20 metres and a free kick goes Bairnsdale's way. Everyone going Bairnsdale's way. And I'm talking about players from both sides because the defence is starting to run from the back half and they've got plenty of room too, and off they go. Austin gives it and off they go through Stewart, outer side of the ground, dances around and a sail opponent, gives back to Austin, usually uses the ball well. Who does he find in the forward 50? Front of the pack, falls, nicely done, kick around the body from Cooper Harvey, smothered off the boot, 20 metres from Bairnsdale's goals. Can you believe this? 61-point leaders the home side. And desperate to climb themselves into contention for finals. They've made a big statement today without saying a word. Their action has spoken volumes as Bairnsdale relieve the pressure through Lang.
Yeah, gives it back to Hennis. Right foot kicked into the middle of the ground. No one there. Logan Austin's been good. Just mops this one across half-back, in the middle of the ground. And a squaring kick to East. He's got two out here. They can raffle it. Hamilton says, I'll take the first one. I'll fumble it. I'll pick it up. I'm going to give it to you, Tatnell, in the end. He's 60 metres out. Egg Malessi Smith put down Hamilton after he got rid of it.
And a 50-metre penalty. He's going to get another goal.
So Ricky Tatnell will be on the end of this one. East is going to go have a chat to Egg Malessi Smith and say, don't do that to my youngster.
Yeah, I reckon he's a bit lucky then too, Egg Malessi Smith as well.
They're just getting frustrated.
Just the frustration starting to show. And just at this dying stage of this third quarter, you just don't want to do silly things like that again and have a second player sent off.
18-minute mark, third quarter for McDonald. 61 points with a shot on goal for Tatnell to come. Angle, we're right behind this one at the Bairnsdale City Oval. They're kicking towards the city end of the ground. Rain is falling and Tatnell goes bang into the upright. And that is a minor score on otherwise, which has been a pretty much perfect day.
I think they need to drag the boy.
You could hear the sighs from the crowd there. On the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, it's 15-5-95. The Redlegs leading Sale 5-3-33.
Stop past that donut place on the way home. You reckon?
So Egg Malessi
Yeah, why not?
Smith straight down the middle of the ground. The big boys fly. And the big boy marks in East.
East has really come into it in the last 10 minutes, hasn't he?
Yep. Here's McCary. Can't complete the mark. Second effort, good work there by... Oh, Hennis kicked it towards the boundary line. Deliberate.
Oh, love that umpire too. Just see the action. Yeah, I reckon he got a strike with that movement.
Tatnell goes towards Tyron Reese.
He'll play on, surely.
Yep, you'll think he will. He's about to go. He gets called to play on now, and he delivers. Does it get over the top of Hennis? Not quite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grabs. Play that one.
There's been a revelation. We know East always gave the chop out to Ruckman over the years, but since he's found his spot in the ruck, away from the forward line, he's been tremendous.
Absolutely. He's going okay at the moment because Jack Leslie has been sent off, if you're just joining us. And frustration's got the better of him. He's still on the bench at the moment. He's still had that yellow card, 62 points his side trails by, so they need him back out there. Vickery gets a handball back to Tatnell, and Tatnell might have just put that on the big free slide, and he has. Yep, out of bounds on the full. That ball will come back waterlogged. No, there it is, all good. Rob Popplestone on TRFM, you're listening to Gippsland Live. Well, thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland.
So Cody Hennis from deep half-back line, the 50-metre arc just behind him on the grandstand side of Bairnsdale City Oval, goes along the line, back of the pack, well read really, nice work by Daniel Byron. He plays on quickly, looking for Lang, good thump, finds the boundary. Nothing going right for the Magpies at the moment as they now exchange a couple off the interchange bench.
I dare say it's the afternoon done for Link McKenna. We haven't seen him.
No need to risk any of your stars right now. 15-5 to 5-3, 20 goals, 9 in total in really trying conditions, LBG. And Des fight for that one. Des wins out. The handball wasn't as good as it could have been from Descent. And now, Sale. Can they find a winner at roundabout here? They can't. Falls to ground. Gee, Bairnsdale have got some intent in the way they're hitting the ball at the moment, as has Des from Sale. Throws the hands back to say, I haven't got the ball. The umpire agrees, and he'll take the ball.
Might be a chance to put Egg Malessi Smith into the ball now, just to give him a little bit of grunt through the middle. Just to see if they can finish with a little bit of confidence.
Yeah, all too little, all too late for this side. Disappointed. I said pre-game, I'm not sure whether it's me, but I haven't seen a good Sale performance this year, but they've obviously had them because when they beat Morwell, Scud, you were very impressed.
Yeah, absolutely. Last week they come in and look, Hennis and maybe Brad Descent maybe just caught Morwell off guard, but all credit, they played a great game at home last week to get that job and get himself back into the top 5. So today they certainly haven't come to play, and this could be a bit of a concern as Ethan East just hobbled off with a bit of an ankle injury. Jack Leslie's about to come back on as well, so timing is impeccable for the Leslie. However, they do still trail by 62 points in this third quarter, and the ball trickles over for a boundary throw-in. If they are still this far in front at three-quarter time, you do start to rest some of your stars. But I might put a request, because there's 3 boys out there who are under-18 footballers.
Yes.
And I'd like them in the interleague tie. I'd like them to just be rested.
Okay, fair enough. When does that big test come?
Well, we've still got a few more training sessions to go.
Yep.
It is the first weekend in July. I think it's the 3rd of July. It's a Wednesday. Of course, Gippsland taking on West Gippsland and Mid Gippsland, North Gippsland football as well, and of course the Elemenc as well. So yeah, good little carnival for the under-18 boys.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, something to look forward to. And of course, there's a weekend off on the following Saturday for Gippsland League as Sale go forward. Now, this is probably one of their rare chances. Lang runs ahead of the ball and hopes that his teammate can get it. His teammate does, and they go forward. Ben Hall, and now inside 50, Byron. He wants to find a teammate. He's have to go 20 metres back to find Thomas Campbell, and Campbell's kick, well, it was sloppy and it cut off all too easily by Corbett, who then relieves the pressure and finds a teammate in Randall Stewart. He too can go short. They've just got all the time in the world. Tate Clay, the kick wasn't great to him, but he's got time to stop and prop and kick along the line to LBJ, who wants to take Des on and does.
Oh my
he
God.
takes on the bounce. Des doesn't even want to put his head down and chase. He's going through the motions as he finds McLaren.
Yep.
And he's got 7, the big boy, and he's going for number 8.
Yes, and that's his McLaren, McCary. It doesn't matter what you call him.
Did I call him McLaren? Did I? Well, he's firing like a McLaren today, isn't he?
He's like a McLaren, probably. I was with you.
I seen you look at Scud there, and I thought, well, I've obviously made a mistake, but I can't rethink what it was.
It doesn't matter. He's kicked 7.
Yeah. So
This will go through.
McCary,
There's no commentator curse here. Pop.
Brendan, the McLaren McCary,
Brendan.
will kick from 45. Oh my goodness! Don't tell me he has.
I told you.
Yes, number 8.
There's no commentator curse.
You know what? I'm going to call him by his right name. He's earned it. Braden McCary has kicked 8 goals.
What a fantastic finish off there again too. And in trying conditions too, the ball's wet and it's pretty slippery as well. But when your confidence levels are that high as a forward, the sticks don't look any bigger than what they are right now, because the ball just keeps travelling through.
On the McDonald Gippsland scoreboard at 16-5-101, the Bairnsdale Redlegs, they lead Sale 5-3-33. We've just ticked over 24.5 minutes here in the third quarter.
Let's go to the AFL score here. 4 minutes to play down in Tassie. It's the Hawks 11-12-78 to the Giants 11-7-73. So a 5-point game.
7 goals to 1 in this quarter for Bairnsdale, as we just ticked over 24 and a 3/4 minutes. As a quick kick out of the middle of the ground, they go again to the Redlegs. Half forward, foot races on. Hamilton might be the first one to get there. McGuinness will close. Hamilton gets a handball away to Dorr, does he? Do they keep it in the field of play? No. It's over for a boundary throw-in. And it's on the far side of the ground. Rain still falling here in East Gippsland. And as one of our fellow commentators back in the day would say, Wonga White, the microclimate today might have just cracked with a little bit of precipitation hitting East Gippsland. Hopefully you're enjoying your long weekend if you are up this way. Of course, the King's Birthday long weekend, a great spot to come if you're looking for a place to go in East Gippsland. Meetung and Paynesville, Lakes Entrance, of course, right here in Bairnsdale as well. A beautiful spot to come. Here at the City Oval, it is all the Redlegs, home side, 16-5-101, 5-3-33 on Gippsland Live.
And Bairnsdale continue to attack. They've applied the pressure.
Here he is.
Here he goes. McCary round the body.
Oh, yeah. No.
Just missed.
Drag him.
Good comment through our effects mic as well.
On the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, as McCary has been, the runner hasn't gone out to him just yet. 16-6-102, 69-point margin over Sale 5-3-33.
Kick in out of fullback from Hutchins, long way away, finds a teammate in McGuinness. On the outer side, in the cars on the outer side, would love for you to turn your headlights on so we can see what's happening on the far side of the ground. Kick goes towards the wing area.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, they fight for it on the outer side.
Out to our friend in the four-wheel drive.
Soccer off the ground there by Campbell. Got it going. Drop chest mark inside forward 50 for the Magpies. They fight and fight. There'll be a free kick to Freeman. He was just held by Tatnall. He's a long way out. And Freeman will look up. And he'll kick towards the far pocket. Leslie's the target. Can't complete the mark. Socket off the ground there by the youngster in Lockie Cloak. He's one I want rested in this last quarter. Taints was there to pick it up. Gives a handball back. Little chip kick over the top from Holmes will find Freeman. And that little chip kick came from McDonald, I should say.
They've been kicking goals in this red time. You've mentioned it earlier. They've done it in, I think, now all 3 quarters if Freeman can convert. Second quarter, how'd they go?
Yeah, not quite. They got one in the early 1 minute 30, and that was it.
That was it.
But you're right, they did kick 3 goals in red time in that first quarter. So can they get one here? Through Jared Freeman, trailing by 69 points. 40 metres out, on its way. It's pushed across the face of goal, and it's through for a minor score. And at the new Feisty McSpicy range at Macca's, things got a little bit feisty. Tim Sexton.
68-point margin on the McDonald Gippsland scoreboard, 102 to 34.
All right, Logan Austin to bring the ball back into play. Be pretty happy with the performance of his teammates at this stage, but they want to see more because their bigger games are still ahead of them, but he can't do much more than what they've been doing at the moment as LBJ. That's Lockie Burn-Jones, kicks towards the half-forward flank. Des gets rid of his opponent, keeps the ball in play ever so beautifully, and then steadies. And can he find Holmes with a kick? He can't. In fact, it spills through 3 players, taken nicely. It was too by Matty Corbett. And a good contest all about. Matty Corbett had eyes just for the ball. I don't reckon it should have been holding the ball, but nevertheless, Mitch Dowse gets the free kick.
Mitch Dowse for the commitment as well on Corbett. Great work there. It was Holmes.
That's Holmes with the end of it. But great work by all players. Eyes on the ball, and that's what you want to see. As they come grandstand side, Finn McDonald. The Shark with the ball in hand. Looks up the line on that left leg. Leslie's the target. Can he keep the ball in play? He cannot. No. The umpire will say out of play on the full. He does. Yep. The free kick will go the way of Bairnsdale, half-back flank. Yep. So Leslie's just wastes a bit of time.
Jonah Lomu.
And the big man.
Jonah
Lomu Walker. From the half-back flank, will kick to the half-forward flank to a bunch of players. Let's see if anyone can get hands on it. They can't. Nicely done. Mitchell gives to LBJ. If he gets a favourable bounce, it's a goal. Oh. He gets a favourable bounce. He takes a bounce. He steadies. He runs to within 20. He goals. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. A great performance.
If McCary wasn't best on ground, this guy's not too far behind.
Yeah, too right. Absolutely well said there, boxer. Lockie Burn-Jones has played with the dry footy this afternoon in driving rain. Can you believe it? And that's his first goal, but an absolute cracker at that as well. 3-quarter time. Wowee. 8 goals to 1 in the quarter. 17 goals 6. 108. That's correct. 17-6. 108. Leading by 74 points over the Magpies. 5-4. 34. It's 3-quarter time here on Gippsland Live. And it's all thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland.
Everybody's favourite time of the week. It's the round 8 top 5 goals of the week Gippsland League. Coming in at number 1 to Braden McCary from Bairnsdale here. Keeps the ball in front of him. Finally gets there and he goes off the crown for the soccer goal. Great work. Number 2, Thomas Campbell from Sale here. Goes hard to the footies. Teammate applies the big shepherd. He picks it up, turns and goes at goal. Kicking a brilliant goal. Number 3, Josh McMahon from Terrelgan. This is a good one here. Loops the hand pass over the top, looking for the 1-2 back. Gets it. Tucked against the boundary line, has to bring it home, and he does a fine job. Number 4, it's Dylan Laprise here from Terrelgan. Ball comes in, bit of a wrestle here in the goal square. Falls in his lap, and he has to go from the ground. And he got it going through the middle. Number 5, Taj Eden here from Moe. He was front and centre at this contest. It falls nicely for him. He's right against the boundary line, threading the needle for a great goal.
Though at ground 11 by Taj Eden, he goes for goal,
no.
and I tell you what, that is, my friends, a contender for our Zambrero goal of the day.
Front 8:11:59 lead Warrigal 6:8:44. 10:6:66 to 1 Thaggy 10:4:64. I'll get to the next game in a minute.
Rightio, final quarter underway for Harvey Norman Computers, and the first tap goes to Big Jack Leslie. Socket off the ground there by Lang. Coming out to meet it was Campbell. He couldn't quite gather it the first time. Head over the football on that occasion is Tatterson. And helping out there for the Redlegs is Kieran Vickery, who Boxer had written off in that third quarter. It's good to see he's back out there. We do hope that Link McKenna as well. He got one high, probably be in that concussion protocol, you'd think. Wasn't looking good as he come off, so all the best to Link there. As we got another stoppage on the wing area now. Matt Corbett comes up holding his shoulder as well. So they don't want too many injuries. As, again, Leslie just shepherds the area for Hennis. Oof. Gathers it, gives it over the handball, top to Tom Glenn. Quick tackle, holding the footy. Nicely done by Cooper Harvey. And he's on a half-back flank.
He's been awesome today too, Scud.
So Harvey on that left leg towards another young star. Couldn't take the mark, and I speak of Oscar Clark. But his presenting was pretty good. Big lump of a lad. Been closely pursued by Jake Hutchins from Sale. Behind play, a little bit of niggle. It's all coming too late for Sale, but they're manfully continuing to fight hard for the ball. I thought Leslie had hold of an opponent without the ball. The umpire says, pop, you're right. And the player is Matty Corbett. So from the right half forward flank, He'll put his side, the Redlegs, inside forward 50 again, but how close to goals? I reckon about 20 metres out the back of the pack. They got the chance. 1-2 grabs, thump to the front. Nicely done. Leslie draws the man. In fact, it's Hennis. Hennis kicks to the boundary.
Deliberate
I reckon
again.
that could be a bit too
Yep.
deliberate. The umpire says,
Yes, I love the action for the young fella.
He wasn't as very oomphy in with that one. He was very light-handed.
No, he just sort of laid down a spare on that occasion. He did it nicely. Logan Austin, right in front of our commentary position, just burst through the arc of forward 50, where there's a real fight on for the ball, but the boundary will win out right on the intersection of forward 50 and boundary.
A former Geelong bloke holds the club record here with 10 goals. Dave Preston, back in the day, currently holds the record with 10 as
10
well.
goals on this oval. Thanks again to Paul Carter. Thank you, Paul. Keep them coming. As the ball thrown back in. Nicely done. Good tackle, but the clearance was made by Thomas Campbell inside the centre square of Bairnsdale City Oval. The Bairnsdale have worked that hard to get numbers behind the ball now, 3-1. If they can just win it here, they'll surge forward again, and they do, and they will. And they come off the half-back flank now through Stewart.
Yeah, Longbottom received the handball off Stewart, kicks to half forward. Running back there was Dowse. He wins it. Gives a little hot handball to a teammate out there in Glenn. And now he's under pressure. Umpire said, holding the footy. And the free kick's going to go Bairnsdale's way.
Or out of bounds. No, hang on. It's a free kick.
We'll go take Clay's way on the far side of the ground. He points towards the pocket. Left foot kick. Target will be Clark. Big fly. Gets to the back. Sale numbers back there as well. Handball from Hutchins towards the boundary line. Lang was there. They've kept the footy in. Gives it to big Jack Leslie. Outside his defensive 50. Kick. 2 to beat. Out there for Holmes. He's going to sock it off the ground. He might just win a free kick as well. He's got 3 Bairnsdale players around him. Dives on the footy. And Holmes does well in the end. As we've got a stoppage on the far side. We've travelled 3.5 minutes. The margin sits at 74 points, as it did at three-quarter time. Close to the boundary line. Again, we've got a boundary throw in.
We have, out of sight of the ground.
Poppy's got a little bit of one eye on.
Yeah.
Something else that's happening in the commentary box at the moment.
Yeah.
Box is giving him moral support.
Just hoping for lucky 11 in the last at Flemington.
The overseas trip might be fully paid for.
I'll just let Marty know we'll be late if it does.
Yeah. Continuing on to Lake's entrance.
Yeah, you can see the Boxer and Pop show at Painesville if this gets up.
Free kick going Bairnsdale. No, it's going Sales way. Just umpire directing traffic the wrong way. Lang inboard to Egg Malessi Smith. Takes on Burn Jones. Little neat kick over the top will find the teammate. And a little chip kick there. That might have been Finn McDonald. Goes back to Cody Hennis. Wants that left foot. Wants some open space on this near side. Goes towards Brad Descent. And we'll find him on the chest. And nicely done as well by Byron. Chris Byron able to just to get in between Descent and Longbottom. And allowed Brad Descent to take the easiest of chest marks. So, bit of bleak afternoon, Tim, for Brad Descent.
Yeah, absolutely. First real time today that he's had any opportunity going forward. And as we know, the Magpies have only been able to kick 2 goals since quarter time. So it's an important one for them to try and stem some of the flow that the Redlegs have had.
Brad Descent, first game back last week for Sale, kicked 7 goals. Today he hasn't kicked one. He's side trailed by 74 points. He comes around from right to left. It's too much. And it's through for a minor score. And the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard, the mobile and audio blitz is on now. 2 days only of mobile phone priced to clear. Ends on Sunday.
It's the Redlegs 17-6-108 to Sale 5-5-35.
So Bairnsdale to bring the ball back into play. The coach, Logan Austin, comes commentary position side. They're kicking to the right of radio to finish off this game. LBJ. Lucky Burn Jones with the ball. The boundary wins out again.
It's the other game I missed here in the Gippsland League. Sorry, Pop. Leongatha 16-11-107, drawing 4-9-33. Just how we thought that was going to go.
Actually, keep us up to date with those scores too. Obviously a close one, Moe won Thaggy, and also that Maffra Warrigal game. So as it happens, mate, feel free to jump in.
Yep. Fish Creek 11-9-75 to MDU 7-4-46.
The ball at the half forward flank for Sale.
Paul Carter seems to think that Bairnsdale could win by 131 points because that's the biggest winning margin they've had against Sale in 1994. So they're not too
73 points, 6-minute mark of the final quarter.
Paul Carter said that. Look,
Paul Carter needs to go have some dinner, I think.
No, he just
Have
gave
a bit of a rest.
Yeah, he just gave some facts.
So now you're releasing the source that those stats are coming from Paul Carter, Boxhead.
just that one.
All right, the ball with Bairnsdale. They go through Vickery inside forward, 50. I reckon he's going to get on the end of it. A kick around the body from our man is offline again.
That's it. He's off.
So McGarry had a couple of good chances, but unfortunately he's fallen short.
So minor score.
On the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard, 17-7, 109 to 5-5-35. The Redlegs in front by 74 points.
So Egmalessi Smith looks up, looks to bring it back in. He wants to come to the near side. Leslie will be the target, you think, although no, he decides to go straight down the middle. Brad Dessert presented. Spoil from long bottom. Lang might run onto this one. He does. Arches the back. He's got one over the top. Nice kick to Freeman. Open forward line. Touches it down on the ground. Great closing speed by Byron Vickery.
No umpire.
They've called downfield. The closing speed was good. I reckon it was a bang-bang, wasn't it? He kicked the footy and it was a sort of instantaneously.
It was at the same time as the kick, you would have thought.
Timmy, did you see it?
I would have played it.
Got an opinion?
Yeah, I would have played it downfield.
Razor Ray says it was a little bit late.
Surprised you can see over that.
Tom Campbell. He had trouble getting out of the pool too, did Timmy?
Like,
help me.
Howie was third down and last out. I got in front of him.
Yeah,
Quick.
He'd need me in the back of the head too.
I told him.
Late and slightly high.
We owe him 20.
Tom Campbell from the boundary line. Kick around the body. Hits the upright. And the margin gets reduced now to 73 points on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. Big clearance on now. Huge range of the latest tech price to clear. Find laptops, phones at super low prices. As coming in from fullback is the coach in Austin. Comes to the near side. The big ruckman will be the targets. Front spot there was East. Spoilt by Leslie. Holmes gives it to Hennis, who gives it further afield to Freeman. Kick around the body in hope. Big tackle for him. Stewart with a big flyer to spoil. Austin keeps it in by boot. Around the body, Dawes going to have to put his body on the line and does. Can't complete the mark. Nicely done by Clay. Squeezed a handball to East. Barrels it to half forward. It's a 2-on-1. Reese tried to take a hanger. Couldn't quite do so. Laying at ground level. Tried to shuffle it forward. It's going to ricochet. Good work, McCary. Gives it off to Bills. And Bills from 50 metres wants it skidding across. But not across the face. He wants to skid it across the deck and put it through. But he couldn't do so.
Can we just go to Timmy while we just wait to see if we're going to Lakes entrance or back straight home after?
All right, boundary throw in. Poppy's keeping an eye there. Timmy, you're in commentary duties. Over to you, Tim Sexton. Here he is on Gippsland Live.
Forward line here for the Redlegs. We ticked over 9 minutes here in the last quarter, and it is 73-point margin. The boundary umpire will throw the ball back in.
Come on.
Enough of that, please, Bob. Keep it to a minimum.
No, I'm just a good throwing.
Trying to get out. Nothing's able to get out cleanly there. Players look to push the ball towards the boundary line. Umpire's paid a free kick, and it's going to go Bairnsdale's way.
Is it our man?
Where it is? No, it's not. And it quickly plays on.
Reese.
Snaps around over the left shoulder. And has hit the upright there for a minor score for the fourth behind of this quarter. And on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard, it's 17-8, 110. 74-point margin as it was at three-quarter time to Sale 5-6, 36.
Good work, Timmy. That race didn't go the way planned because they're not happy.
So we're not going to Lakes entrance?
Not going to Lakes.
Who invited you?
Might not be might not afford to get home.
Holmes got it to Lang. Lang kicks it back to Holmes. Play on, not 15. Steps around Burn-Jones. Right foot kick, finds a teammate. It does, but he dropped the mark. Kai McDonald, now they're under pressure. Sliding in was Dorr. Holmes barrels it and somehow hits the chest of Campbell. He's too far out to score, is Campbell. He rolls in, gets called to play on, and just kicks inside forward 50. And on his own in the end is long bottom. And they're going to square it out wide. They got runners. Hamilton's one of those. We know he's got pace. Takes a bounce. Arrogance. Takes one. This one didn't come back to him. But he's still got plenty of time out there, does Hamilton, to get the footy back. Give it to Mitchell. Steps inside. Handball's back over the shoulder. Little quick kick there by Longbottom. Out wide. Finds the teammate. And it was Harvey. Goes backwards. And has another teammate back there in Tatnall. They're just playing kick to kick at the moment. lands in the hands of Longbottom. So Bairnsdale lead at 74 points. Longbottom goes down the line and finds Cooper Harvey.
So Harvey, as Bairnsdale attempt to extend this lead, which is pretty comfortable at the moment. As Scuds pointed out, 74 points, if you don't mind. Ever so easily keeping Sale at bay. Disappointing performance by Sale, but take nothing away from the performance of Bairnsdale, who have been very, very good.
Just keep you updated here with the scores. 20-point lead to Maffra now. 10-11-71 to Warragul 7-9-51. Moe, a 8-point lead now. 11-8-74 to 10-6-66.
All right, ball on the half-forward line for the Sale side, but Longbottom does well. Gives a handball back to Austin. Inboard kick, nicely done.
Oh.
Tatnell again. There's been something with the marker. We've got a whistle 150 metres away. 150 metres away. I don't know which way it's going to go.
So
Jimmy,
the umpire's
what's the-
calling for the ball in the middle of the ground.
So Bairnsdale have the kick at centre-half back. The free kick will be paid inside Bairnsdale's forward. No, why are we doing this, Tim? The free kick's coming back to where the ball
and a
was.
50, and a 50.
No, it's coming down to,
Okay.
it's been called to come down.
All right.
Just trying to work out what or who it was for.
So he's given a 50. He's obviously paid the mark and a 50 for the indiscretion behind the play.
the whistle was
Inside
downfield.
50, yeah.
The whistle was from the downfield umpire. So
Okay.
something off the ball.
Tatnell goes to McCary. Can't complete the mark. Puts on a strong tackle. Umpire said play on. Ball in dispute. Taints was able to gather it and just kick it outside 50 and hope more than anything. Head over the footy out there was Walker. And he lets his teammate in Hamilton go and find it at ground level. Umpire said, let's ball it up on the outer side. It's not going anywhere. We are on McCary watch. If you just joined us, he's kicked 8 goals this afternoon. We want him to get 10. 13 minutes gone in the final quarter. They lead by 74. We'll be catching up with our player of the day, all thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute. Out on the ground this afternoon, a shortened post-match wrap-up because of our big freeze event that we had earlier today. And we might even send Timmy out.
0 goals kicked so far this quarter, Scott.
So don't think it will go too long.
13 and a half minutes gone to of this final quarter, so possibly 12, 13 minutes left. So plenty of time for a few goals to be scored. We just hope a couple of them are off the boot of McCary.
Holding the ball, free kick goes Sale's way. Pop.
So McCary's got 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 2 in the third, and we're waiting for him to pop his head up in this last. Had one chance. Sale, though, with the ball, outer side of the ground. Half-forward flank now. Nice mark taken. Tell you what, the lights are on, but we might need even more so as Tainch goes.
Now he's paid the
He gets
mark.
a free kick or mark, was it? It's going to be Big Leslie, is it? So Leslie, outside 50, goes inside, nice leg. And Hudson Holmes, who's sort of just danced forward unattended, no partner, will kick for goal. 30 metres out in a 45-degree angle, the wrong side for a right footer. As Sale start multiple interchanges. So this game is dead and buried, but Logan Austin will just want to find the finish line with no loss of players. As Holmes kick for goal. He's not bad yet, goal. No excitement from the crowd because the game's done, as I said, but a rare goal for Sale in the first one of this final quarter.
You can think now that Maffra will get their first win of the season.
Yeah.
We've started late here and it's pretty close to end of time over there at Maffra. 10-12-72, Warragul 7-9-51, Timmy.
They're having normal computer scoreboards here at the Bairnsdale City Oval. It is a 68-point margin in favour of the home side. Red League 17-8-110 to Sale's first goal of the fourth quarter, 6-6-42.
Scud game on at Moe. 3-point game, 11-9-75 to 11-6-72 with a little bit to go there.
All right, keep that one. And Tyron Reese is coming off under the assistance of both trainers. Looks to be a right ankle or knee issue. And that's not what you want when your side leads by 68 points. He has had a tough run of it with injuries. And let's hope that one is just a minor one. He might be able to get over that one, but ankle issue, you would think, for Tyron. Hopefully it's okay. As the Redlegs have the footy at half-back through Tatnell. Strolls along, kicks down the line. Target is Clark, manhandled, no free kick. Swooping on it there was Mann, left it behind. Quick kick from Corbett around his body. Top of the 50 he goes. Burne-Jones, clean pick-up, as always. Gives it to Dorr. Right foot kick into the pocket. Harvey goes back with a flight. Well ran and well worked out there by the Redlegs. I'll tell you what, Burne-Jones in these conditions has been super. He could just about be our Isuzu player of the day, even though McCary's kicked 8. I think Burn-Jones has been a step ahead of everyone else. Do we agree?
Spot on, Scud. He would have been my vote for sure, even though the 8 goals in these conditions is match-winning and normally a best on ground for anybody else. But Burn-Jones has been unbelievable today.
LBJ kick around the body. That one was from Cooper Harvey, across the face of goals. Ball stays in the area. Keep an eye on McCary as I keep an eye on the ball. It's been hard fought for over the outer side of the ground, where Sale now clear the area, and a wave of magpies, or a flock of magpies, shoot out of defence and take a mark on the half-back line. They aim towards the corridor. Can they find a winner here? They may well indeed. They do it through Finn McDonald. So Finn McDonald, wing on that left leg, goes towards half-forward flank. Nicely presented by the big fella in Cody Hennis, who turns on that right and kicks just inside 50. It should be a mark taken. It is a mark taken by Jonah Walker, who sends the ball back to whence it came. He went searching for, but couldn't quite find Hamilton. He punches the ball to the ground to make a contest of it. A quick kick forward puts Walker under pressure, as does his teammate. But again, Austin comes out. Can he grab the ball? He can. He gets grabbed just as quickly, and the umpire will ball this one up.
Tell you what I like Corbett's game. He just head over the ball. Good. He's a tank. He's got a fair set on him, I tell you right now. And he plays it really hard. I like the way he goes about it.
Whistle on. Yep. It's going to go Bairnsdale's way.
Scott, we've got some final scores here. Mafra winners today for the first time in 2024. 10-12-72 to Warrigal 7-9-51. They were going to get a big scalp, and there's the first one. We have final scores at Moe in a real tight one, 11-9-75. They defeated Wonthaggi 11-6-72. So a great game there at Moe. And in a final score, Leongatha 17-12-114 defeated Druin 6-13-49.
Thank you very much, Boxer. All thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture. Big clearance on now. Save up to 40% off ex-display and floor stock furniture at Harvey Norman.
Inside forward 50, Leslie, tap over the right shoulder, but only falls in the arms of Mitchell, who clears the area. Up the ground is McCary. He gets the ball. He kicks to centre half forward, and he says to Big Eastie, sprint as fast as you can, baby. There's a goal on the end of it. But he's beaten it to it by 3 players, 2 of which are on his side. He's going to get the handball now. Then he's going to turn and shoot for goal. It's sort of an outside kick, and it's just punched over the line by Johnny McGuinness, I believe. The last line it was. So a minor score means that they're yet to kick a goal in this last quarter, and we've played 18 3/4 minutes, as Derek Egmalesi Smith will bring the ball back into play for the visiting Sale side.
17-9-111, leading Sale 6-6-42.
Now, I'm hoping the merchandise caravan over there with the M&D merchandise is still open and is listening now. Could you just stay open to me and Poppy go? Because Poppy was going to shout a beanie, but he's got no money now, so I have to buy it.
Yes. So Sale went straight down the middle of the ground, and it was picked up by Austin in the end. Goes out wide towards Vickery.
I do need a beanie, though.
I know you do.
Well, you should have bought it before we went on air. You had ample time. And it's not like this event snuck up on you.
No.
Comes back across towards Tatnall. He'll switch it across. Lockie Burn-Jones takes the chest mark and has another bounce. This time left it behind. Still got time.
Oh, dear.
Little chip kick was a little bit lazy in the end, to be fair.
A bit too cute, isn't it?
It was on a day like today. When he's been perfect this afternoon, Lockie Burn-Jones. We've got a boundary throw in, by the way. Margin sits at 69 points. As we're going to send Timmy out after the final siren sounds. As we said, we're going to wrap things up pretty quickly here, but we're going to get you an interview out on the ground. It won't take too long for us. And also we'll talk about our goal of the day. Tainch takes the mark at the top of the 50. Left foot kick it goes in towards the Lang direction. He can mark on his chest in front of Stewart, and he'll go back right in front of the crowd. Now, I'm going to take my hat off to the boys that are standing over in front of the fire, which is around the forward pocket of the city end of the ground. They have not moved all afternoon in tough conditions. Hats off to you, my friends, as Lang comes in. Right foot kick. That's not a bad goal in the conditions. There's a late heavy ball on a Saturday afternoon in tough trying conditions. See Shannon Lang get his second of the afternoon.
So unbelievably, Sale have outscored Bairnsdale in this last quarter, despite the fact that they're down by better than 12 goals, or around about that margin. So it's not what Logan Austin would want to see, but he won't be losing any sleep after a really impressive performance for 3 quarters today. And you need to just put yourself in a position to win, and they've done that. And they had this game won well ahead of this last quarter. 10 goals, 3 in fact.
Harvey Norman Computer Scoreboard does say 7 goals, 6, 48 Sale. They trail by 63 points, 17-9, 111.
21 minutes gone, final quarter. Still a handful of minutes to play. Still looking for McCary to get goal number 9, which obviously he needs to get before the 10th. Sale go forward. Good mark it was. Taken by Byron, and he turns around, and I reckon that's Lang again, is it? Sitting in the forward pocket. So
Spot? Is he in the same spot? Very difficult for me to see from here.
Just about.
You'd reckon he'll run around on that right leg, although the way he was so accurate just moments ago, in the blink of an eye, he might bring up his 3rd goal in a losing side. Off the boot across the face of goals. Will stay in play, and a good mark taken. Sorry, I just took a gulp of air, if that's what you're looking at.
No. We've got an enthralling game in the AFL over at WA.
Mm-hmm.
We've been playing. We've got 9 minutes to go in the first quarter, and it's no goals, 2 behinds West Coast. North Melbourne, no goals, 1 behind.
And we should say we are calling Gippsland live. Of course, right under Jack Hutchison, former Wonthaggi Power player who plays his debut game for the West Coast Eagles. Great stuff by young Jack. And of course, just goes to show how strong this Gippsland League competition is. Only last year in the final series, he lit it up for the Wonthaggi Power, getting them in, of course, in that finals campaign. And Jack's a very, very good contributor for that Power side. Goes on to an VFL list at Collingwood, gets picked up mid-season draft, now makes his senior debut. So well done.
Do they still give away cars for Mark of the Year?
He'll take it.
He'll get close. Ball thrown back in. East kicks the ball out of mid-air from that boundary throw-in. Jack Leslie wants a free kick.
Yep.
He'll get it.
63 point is the margin, Pop. Favour of Bairnsdale.
So Leslie now from just short of half forward, left half forward flank, will run 10, kick 50 and get his side to within 30 goals. Out the back of the pack, the ball flies. Nicely taken. A kick was not as effective as Thomas Campbell would have liked, but now it keeps the ball in the area. 23 minutes gone, final quarter.
Big moment, all thanks to the Mall Bowling Club. Mysterious 6th tap. This Bairnsdale side blew it open with 8 goals to 1 in the 3rd quarter to get out to the game high. 68 points at the time. And now it is back to 63.
If I was McCary, I'd start running and running hard.
All right. Clark has it. Half-back flank. He is running. He is running hard.
Keep running. Just has to keep running. Just keep running.
Keep running. Here we go.
He's got Corbett. They want to switch this up. There's still a chance here. Vickery's on the outer side. This is Byron.
He's holding on to it a bit long, and Sala now pushing back way too hard.
Square it out wide. And he's found Tatnaloo. Just wants to slow things down. We don't want that, Ricky. He goes further out wide. It's on the outer side of the ground. It was Mann who kicked it along the line. Finds a teammate out there. And that was Clay, who comes back inboard now. And the ball now is in dispute. It's going to be turned over. The Magpies have got some numbers forward. Lang gets on the end of it. He wants to slow it down. We've travelled 24 and a half minutes. Only had the 1 goal kicked in this final term. And the Magpies take a mark top of the 50 through McDonald. Looks up. Numbers back favour the Bairnsdale side, but somehow as he finds Tainch on a diving, sprawling effort, takes the mark just inside the field of play. So Paddy Tainch try to look to get a Zambrero goal today, contender. We can let you know, unfortunately.
Give it to him.
Doesn't matter how good it's going to be. Box up. You want to stay with us?
Yeah, it's just Waterman had the ball for West Coast. Couldn't get the handball over to Hutchinson, but just opted to play on. My apologies. Got a little bit excited then.
So let's have a look at Paddy Tainch. Hard up on the boundary line, kicking towards the city end of the ground. Right foot shot on goal. Good effort from there. It's going to be thumped through by the big ruckman in Ethan East. Now, you may not have heard Timmy in the last 5 minutes. We have sent him out of the commentary box. It's driving rain out there. No, he's not under the desk, Poppy. He's not there. You won't find him. Boxer, he's actually out at ground level. He's down there. We might even have a quick chat to him. What's it like down there, Timmy? Can you hear us, my friend? What's it like down there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, excellent. It's beautiful conditions down here. I don't know what you blokes are talking
Great
about.
day to wear shorts anyway.
Hey, great day to wear shorts. My shoes have been dry for all day and they're about to go and get really wet.
Well, you're going to go give us an interview with the player of the day very shortly. We got some names in mind. Obviously, McCary's kicked 8. Lucky Bird Jones has been good. The coach has been very good.
Yes.
Been fairly solid across the whole ground, have the Red Legs. There hasn't been anyone that hasn't contributed today, so it's going to be a tough one. But I've got one in mind that I'm going to go to.
All right, we'll get down to you in a moment. We'll just take your headset off for a moment. We'll get down to you when the final siren sounds as they go forward again. This time it is through Hamilton. Kick nicely done. Sounds. And there it is. A good victory, actually an absolute stunning victory for the Bairnsdale side. 17,911 defeating Sale 7-6-48. A 63-point margin in the end. Timmy Sexton's going to rush out onto the ground. Don't be afraid to get wet, Timmy. We want you to grab our man and have a quick chat to him, because our Gippsland Isuzu Ute player of the day is going to be Lockie Burn-Jones. Timmy's making a beeline to him. We don't want him to get too far away from us.
He's over the other side of the ground.
Oh, that's going to be good for you. Get stuck in the mud. We're going to hold it here for a moment as we go through and then have our quick chat. We're going to come back and wrap things up very shortly. But before we go to our break, we're going to get Timmy. We might just let him go and rush across to him, and we'll have a bit of a chat in the meantime. Of course, 17 goals, 9. Can you believe it? 111. Defeating Sale 7-6-48. A 63-point margin. Braden McCary kicked 8 goals this afternoon in a fantastic effort. And he really set it up. They really got things going in that third quarter. They led by 31 points at halftime, but really smashed it out. 8 goals to 1 in the third to get it out to a 74-point margin. Timmy Sexton is out there at the moment. Timmy, can you hear us? So you've got our Gippsland Isuzu Ute player of the day, Lockie Burn-Jones. Over to you, mate.
Thanks, mate. Yes, absolutely. Lockie Burn-Jones, our Gippsland Isuzu player of the day. Congratulations, mate. A fantastic effort in trying conditions. Brilliant first 3 quarters to really put the Magpies away.
Yeah, thanks, mate. It was a really good team effort all day. We sort of spoke about coming into the week and playing 4 quarters. Probably dropped off a little bit in that last quarter, but the way we came out after half-time in that third quarter, just super proud of the boys, so it was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Started the game really well, kicked the first 5. They got back into the game just before quarter time. What was the sort of the message that Logan had in that second quarter, and then at half time to make sure you came back out at the start of that third quarter and deliver what you did?
Yeah, you're right. They sort of came back late in that first quarter, kicked sort of 3 late that we probably didn't want to concede, and then the message was sort of just try and keep at them, keep pulling the pressure, and just keep bringing the heat.
And a big day for the footy club, footy netball club, obviously with the MND day and everything that goes along with it. For the boys to put a performance like that really tops off what's been a magnificent day for the Bairnsdale Footy Netball Club.
Yeah, correct. I mean, it's a massive day for us. We sort of penciled it in at the start of the year, and last year we raised 100,000, so it's gone to a great cause. So it's good to get the win.
Congratulations, mate. Gippsland Isuzu player of the day.
Thanks, mate. Cheers, mate.
There he is. Well done, Timmy. Great stuff out there, mate. We'll let you go get some photos, Tim. Conditions out there at the moment, very good.
They're fantastic. If we could just wrap it up a little bit, I'll get a quick photo and then I'll be back.
Yeah, okay. Ask Lockie to see if it's a dry weather out there. He loves it. We'll leave you to it. See you, mate. There he is, Timmy Sexton down at ground level. Sensational game by Lockie Burn-Jones. It was a dry weather day for him.
Brilliant. He just played the conditions so well, and he summed it up really well too. That third quarter was their quarter. They come out after half-time and really stamped their authority on the game, and obviously got that winning break, but geez, they were good for those 3 quarters. I mean, the last quarter was a little bit of a stalemate, but only 1 goal kicked as well. But geez, he was good. McCary was unbelievable. Those 3 first quarter goals, his first, second and fourth goal were written in the book. If he got that one off the ground where he ran probably 100 metres or so just to